Hello, everyone, and welcome in once again. It's time for Hockey Night in PD. Tom Callahan here with you, joined by Joanne Buffet. Looking forward to this one here, a weekend set with the Athens Rock Lobsters. Should be an awful lot of fun, a great night of hockey action. Joanne, you're dressed up a little for tonight's game. Is there a theme I should know about?
There is. You obviously missed the memo.
I did miss the memo.
But yes, it is Western night here, so I decided to bring out my best cowboy hat for the night.
Well, that's a treat because everyone else here has brought their best Western wear, and it looks fantastic. And it's Military Appreciation Weekend, but it's also Western night tonight, so we're going to have a lot of fun with that. A great crowd expected tonight, but because it's Military Appreciation Weekend, we do have to talk about tomorrow, and I want to talk about it right away because we're facing a potential sold-out situation here, so if folks don't get their tickets early, they might not get tickets at all.
Yeah, and we would hate for somebody that is part of the military to not be able to take advantage of all the festivities we have for tomorrow.
Absolutely, a lot going on, and so if you have a voucher, please redeem that as soon as possible. But tickets are still on sale as well through the Florence Center box office. I know some folks were talking about coming up from Athens. Like, you better hop online, maybe a little Ticketmaster.com and pick your seats. So. But already I see a good crowd filing in here tonight. And, I mean, Joe, you've been here. This is a rivalry now with Athens. These two teams do not like each other.
And we play them a lot. It's funny. My parents are actually coming tomorrow. When I told my dad who they were playing, he said, "Is that all they play? Is the Athens Rock Lobsters?" I'm like, they sure do. But it's a team that I think the PD Nation likes to watch the IceCats play. I mean, it's always an aggressive game. It always seems to be when the IceCats bring out their best playing, and hopefully that's the playing we get to see this weekend.
Well, and I know, and we're going to hear from head coach Gary Graham in just a little bit. We'll get to that, but I mean, he wants to see them bring their best effort as well. There have been some roster changes throughout the week. Bowie Slarks is back. We're going to talk about that a little bit later on in the first period, and we're going to let Gary talk about that. But, I mean, Joe, to a certain extent, the IceCats are still trying to find that magic formula. They're getting closer. It's looking better and better, but maybe they're not quite there yet, and hopefully tonight is another step in that direction.
Well, I know one thing that Coach Gary mentioned is that any decision that they make isn't just for the right now, it's for the building of this entire program. When you are in your first year, you're not only making decisions for what's best in this season, but what's best to build a sturdy foundation so you can build a culture that lasts and lasts a long time.
Absolutely. So we are going to hear from head coach Gary Graham. That's coming up on the other side of the break, and then we're going to get to drop the puck on first period action. Athens in town to take on your PD IceCats, and we'll have that for you in just a little bit. The Powers Properties pregame show rolls on. This is IceCats Hockey.
You're watching the IceCats Broadcast Network. This portion of today's broadcast is brought to you by Stanley Steamer. Stanley Steamer of Florence provides professional deep cleaning services and comprehensive care for a cleaner, healthier home. Butler's Men's Shop, your one-stop shop for men. Everything from tuxedos and suits to sportswear, we have it all. Integrative Health Solutions, your partners in health.
Life happens on your floors, but when dirt, spills, and messes take over, it's time to call the experts. Stanley Steamer of Florence provides a deep cleaning technology that removes dirt and allergens, leaving your floors fresh and spotless. Breathe easier and enjoy a cleaner, healthier home with Stanley Steamer. Call or visit us online today. Stanley Steamer, your home deserves it. In today's world, first impressions matter. Step into a realm of sophistication at Butler's Fine Men's Clothing. From timeless tuxedos and elegant suits to refined sportswear, Butler's offers a collection that defines class and confidence. Embrace the tradition, experience the luxury, and stand out with style. Butler's Fine Men's Clothing, where every stitch speaks volumes.
At Integrative Health Solutions, your health is our top priority. With our multimodal, polytherapeutic approach, we offer a wide range of services tailored just for you. From chiropractic adjustments to nutritional counseling and innovative therapies like low-level laser and dry needling, we are here to enhance your well-being. Take charge of your health with Integrative Health Solutions. Visit us today and discover a healthier you.
Dal Massimo Ristorante Italiano, where culinary passion meets the art of hospitality. Established in 2010, our restaurant was born out of a love for authentic flavors and a commitment to providing our guests with a memorable dining experience. At Dal Massimo, we believe that food is more than just sustenance. It's a celebration of culture and community. Whether you're here for a cozy dinner, a festive celebration, we look forward to serving you.
No matter which sport clips you walk into, you'll know it's special. And just for you. Our stylists don't guess your best cut. They are experts in men's and boys' hair. Our cutting zone has all the basics and specialized equipment. From our comfortable cutting chairs to an array of specialized cutting tools and clippers. We got you covered. Visit Sport Clips of Florence today, located at 1940 Hoffmeyer Road, Suite D. We are the pros in men's hair.
You're watching the IceCats Broadcast Network.
Welcome back. Before tonight's game, it's a big weekend here in the PD. It's Western night tonight, Military Appreciation night tomorrow night, joined by head coach Gary Graham. Gary, so big weekend coming up, but once again, it's Athens. On the heels of how everything went last weekend against Athens, you get another good week of practice under your belt. How are you feeling coming into it?
We feel good. I mean, listen, we've seen these guys a lot. We know what it takes to beat these guys. We've done it once. Obviously, they definitely have a better win percentage record against us. We know that, but we know what we have to do. We just have to stick to the game plan. I think our biggest trouble is when we get away from that. We start taking undisciplined penalties. We turn over pucks at the offensive blue line, and we don't protect the slot. That's pretty much, you're not going to win a lot of hockey games against a good club like Athens, not doing those things. So if we can do those things and just play consistent for 3 periods, we have a chance.
You and I were talking on the coaches show. The crowds have been growing. I know Saturday night is actually threatening right now. We're going to let people know it's threatening to be a sellout. Friday night tonight is going to be a good night as well. You played in front of a huge crowd on the road in Athens last weekend. What does it mean to come home and have those fans behind you here?
Well, we've had them last few games, right? So we keep growing out of the Christmas break. There's been, I think, 4 or 5,000 fans. So we've been playing in front of some big crowds. And listen, it's energetic in the building, and we want to play hard in front of those fans, just like any team would in front of their great fan base. But again, I think the big thing is it's going to be a good hockey game, right? Both games should be good hockey games. We're in the entertainment business. Obviously, we want to get wins for the team, for the fans, and the fans want that. But overall, come out, get your tickets. It's going to be a good weekend of entertainment.
There's still some shifting going on with the roster right now, and I know I ask you this question, I feel like a lot, but as far as trying to actually manage and get everybody worked in, I mean, is a week of practice really enough to rotate guys in, get them to learn the system enough where you feel comfortable putting them out there?
Yeah, I mean, bringing Bowie in, Bowie knows the systems. He was here earlier on in the season. That'll be kind of a seamless thing. I think it was good to have a full week of practice for Deli and for Xavier Abdallah, those two guys especially. So those were the main two guys we had to get acclimated to our full systems packages because they came in last Thursday night, X-Man came in from Croatia for darn's sake. So he had some legs, his legs weren't the best. And, we went over the systems on a computer, but it's different doing them in the practice drills and kind of getting acclimated to it in a team environment. So I feel a lot better now going into this weekend, at least having people on the same page.
Here's a question for you. Rutherford comes in as a third goaltender. How much do you worry about what the goaltender does? I mean, as far as whether it's stopping pucks, handoffs behind the net, all that, is that pretty much industry standard stuff, or do you have any wrinkles in the game?
For me personally, so Parker's from Fort Wayne. I coached him growing up when he was a kid. I know his dad very well. His son's a goalie. My son's a goalie. They skate together. I know more about Parker than any goalie in this league. So I've been around him since he was a kid. So I know him inside and out. So it was a very comfortable thing for me to bring him in here. He's had success. He played in Danville last year. He was probably got 65 shots a game on him. So didn't have a great team in front of him last year, but he did have a big game, a big win against Athens in Danville last year. He had like 50 or something saves or something like that. So he's got a high compete. Most importantly, he's a good kid. He's a really good human being. The guys love being around him. And again, we wanted to carry 3 goalies like Nick Graham said. And so this is just, when we moved Gonzo, we had an opportunity to bring another one in, so it makes sense.
All right, let's wrap it up. The keys to the game tonight.
Taking care of the puck. We have to be disciplined with taking care of the puck. They're a very good team at their defensive blue line. They hold their blue line well. We have to be willing to work our forecheck game, get pucks in deep, and go to work the old-fashioned way, kind of playoff hockey way is what we got to play basically sometimes with the way to defend. Protect our slot area. We've given up way too many goals from right around our net front area. In that slot area, we have to defend with purpose and, of course, discipline.
All right, Gary, best of luck tonight. Thanks for joining us.
Are you going to ride a horse to the game? It's Western night.
I am not.
Okay.
That would be dangerous for everybody.
Are you going to wear a cowboy hat?
If somebody gives me one, I will.
Okay, all right, fair enough. You heard it, fans.
Yes, bring me all the hats. I'll wear all the hats. All right. We'll be back with the drop of the puck here in just a moment, and maybe me in a hat. This is IceCats Hockey.
You're watching the IceCats Broadcast Network. This portion of today's broadcast is brought to you by Evening Shade Incorporated. Trust a team with over 2 decades of experience. Gorget Distilling Company. Revolutionize your spirit. The law office of W. James Hoffmeyer, serving South Carolina since 1992. Kimbrell's Furniture, affordable home furnishings. Evening Shade has been serving the Florence area for over 20 years. As a 3M and SunTech authorized dealer, the Evening Shade team is qualified and ready to help you with your project. Whether it's residential window tinting, paint protection film for your vehicle, commercial signage, or vehicle wraps, we can do it all. Evening Shade Incorporated. Trust a team with over 2 decades of experience.
Gorget is a local craft distillery based in Lugoff, South Carolina, producing rum, vodka, whiskey, and bourbon in small batches. Founded in 2015 by 3 local gentlemen, Gorget has a fine line of handmade, local spirits. No matter what you desire, we have something for you. Isn't it about time you revolutionize your spirit? Visit us online at gorgetdistilling.com.
At the law office of W. James Hoffmeyer, we strive to help our clients in whatever situation they are facing. Whether you need help with criminal law, personal injury, or family law, our hard-working team will assist you throughout the process with compassion and integrity. Our goal is to always provide our clients with outstanding representation and advocacy throughout their case. The law office of W. James Hoffmeyer, serving South Carolina since 1992.
At Kimbrell's, we believe that you deserve furniture that's as unique as your family. From comfortable sofas and love seats to chairs, tables, rugs, entertainment centers, and recliners you'll never want to leave. We have everything you need to create the living room of your dreams. Check out the Kimbrell's website for inspiration or stop by and see everything for yourself.
We are live at Zapata's Grill on the IceCats Broadcast Network. Let's see what the IceCats are ordering.
I want quesadilla, California. I want fajitas, Cancun. I get burrito from Terra. Frijoles refritos.
Here comes the food. Teamer with a double liner for elbowing.
Zapata's Grill, a preferred restaurant partner of the PD IceCats. Teamer, how'd you feel about the food?
Timur approved.
Papa PD!
You're watching the IceCats Broadcast Network.
And we are back awaiting the start of tonight's game here at Florence Center. Tom Callahan, Joanne Bethea here with you, and we are just a little bit delayed here to start things off this evening. A great crowd still filing in here, so that does give you extra time if you're driving around tonight looking for something to do and you want to come down to Florence Center and join us. It's the first of 2 tonight and tomorrow night against the Athens Rock Lobsters. It's Western night, so maybe, Joe, they're giving everybody time to make sure they have their hat, their boots, everything they need.
They saw you in the pregame, and they're like, Tom wasn't ready, so we got to make sure that the crowd is ready.
Well, Gary wants me to wear a hat, and I said, look, if someone brings me a hat, I'll wear a hat. So.
Would you wear mine?
I would. I don't know if that's going to fit.
I have a pretty big head.
Okay, good to know.
Not to talk bad about myself.
Okay, yeah. No, that's I don't know how I'm going to make it work with a headset, though. Is the headset going to go over that hat? I don't think it's going to.
No, it wouldn't.
Well, we'll try to figure that one out. So we are waiting on the start of tonight's game here before we get things going. had a chance to chat with Gary Graham in that Powers Properties pregame show, and I do know that they're eagerly looking forward to a lot of fun this weekend, but also, Joe, we were talking about it a little bit in the pregame show, and I think it's a theme that we're going to repeat a lot throughout this weekend, just how important it is, because Athens is the bar. Athens is where you want to be. And so for PD, in all phases, all zones, for 60 minutes, their goal is to not only be competitive, but find a way to beat Athens.
Yeah, and I think one thing is with Coach Gary's culture is the reason we play them so much is, and he told all of his guys when he was recruiting them, like, listen, we're going to be playing teams that are playoff teams. We are not playing any cupcake teams, because his culture is to bring 110% of the time. And that will definitely, or hopefully, be on display tonight when they take on the Athens Rock Lobsters.
And so we are having a little bit of a delay here, but the team will be heading out here on the ice in just a little bit. And again, want to remind everybody, tomorrow night is trending towards a sellout. If you haven't gotten your seats and you want to come down, I absolutely suggest you get that done ahead of time. Want to talk about, as the referees take to the ice here before tonight's game, that Chance Adrian has been moved over to the IR with TJ Prexler, so those two not available here this evening. But we do indeed have a couple of new signings this week. Bully Slarks is back in town, so I know that it was kind of funny. You're already grinning because, I mean, Bowie is just that guy. He walks in and he immediately is your buddy. He's everybody's friend. He's never met a stranger, and so it was funny when he comes back and he's just like, "Hey, I'm back."
He's very nice. The first night I ever worked, he was on the injury reserve, and he was up here in the broadcast booth with you, and he was just so nice. We talked the entire time, gave me a lot of insight about hockey that I was very thankful for.
And so he is back wearing number 20. Will be dressed as an extra forward here this evening, and the 10th forward. Plus, Parker Rutherford, a guy who you heard Gary Graham talking about him in the pregame show, but Parker is from Fort Wayne. Gary, very familiar with him, familiar with the family, obviously. Parker and Gary's son, both goaltenders, and growing up together, playing goal together. So it's really interesting to see his journey to coming here. One of the things that's been weighed against Rutherford, I think, and unfairly, is his pro record looks bad on paper. It's 3 wins, 34 losses. That sounds terrible until you realize the teams he's played on for the last couple of years. As the lights go down and we get ready for the show to start here pregame, he's played on some really difficult teams and bad situations. He's facing sometimes 60 or 65 shots a game. I was actually talking with Mateen Zibanejad, who's the voice of the Athens Rock Lobsters. There was a game last year where he beat Athens with 50-some-odd saves. And, Mateen had nothing but good things to say about Rutherford. He's like, I think he's a much better goaltender than a lot of people give him credit for. I believe that, too, and I think the numbers don't always bear that out. And, Joe, I mean, sometimes, in sports, as in life, the numbers don't always reflect the effort, right?
Well, one thing that Coach Gary also mentioned is that he doesn't just look at how a guy plays in the regular season, but how he plays in times when it matters. Because when the chips are all on the table, you want to know, how is a guy going to respond, how is a guy going to react, and how is he going to play. So I think Coach Gary does a really good job of, not going to the bank with the numbers and looking at the bigger picture.
And so Rutherford expected to get into some action here this weekend. Now I believe it is Sean Kuhn who's getting the start here tonight for this PD IceCats hockey team. And Kuhn this year with a 6-2-2 mark. He will be getting the start here tonight. And I don't want to say I'm 100% confident, but I feel pretty good in saying that we will probably see Rutherford tomorrow night. The other thing I can tell you, though, is it's been a lot better this week for getting some of these new guys into the lineup. Abdella, Della Savita, getting them some rest and finally getting them acclimated and getting them a good week of practice, because they have to learn the systems. They have to learn what this team does. And as Gary pointed out in our chat, he said, you know what, on paper is one thing, right? But actually doing it on the ice is another entirely.
It's also hard when you have all of these new guys coming in. It's like a big puzzle, trying to fit the puzzle pieces where they go correctly. But that's what a head coach is for.
Well, that's it. He gets paid the big bucks, right?
The big bucks.
That's right. Gary Graham, synonymous with the big bucks. So he's gonna love us for saying that.
Just like my paycheck, right?
There you go. Yes. Okay, so we're gonna send it on down to the ice here as they announce tonight's starting lineups for you.
IceCats fans, at this time I ask that you please stand and join us in a moment of reflection for all those who have served and are currently serving our country, and for the family of Dr. Eddie Floyd. Thank you. Fans, please remain standing. Gentlemen, remove your hats as we honor America with our national anthem, being performed tonight by the West Florence High School Night Edition Show Choir, directed by Nikki Raines.
And now we're going to take a quick break, 10 seconds along the network for station identification. All right, we are back here at Florence Center. Tom Callahan, Joanne Bethea, and your starting lineups there introduced before. Brought to you by Seminar Brewing. First period action coming up. Brought to you by your GMC area dealers. The baby blue uniforms tonight for the PD IceCats. Athens in the road whites here this evening. And it is indeed actually going to be starting in net Carter McPhail for the Athens Rock Lobsters. 11-2-0. McPhail actually just back from a call-up in the East Coast Hockey League. And last couple of weeks, one of the best goaltenders in the league. Joanne doesn't give up anything easy, but, you know, I guess if you're PD, there's two ways to look at this. It's like, oh, no, we're facing this guy, or, hey, if you want to be the best, you got to beat the best.
And I think that's the mentality that the PD IceCats take, and I give that contribution to head coach Gary because that is just the kind of culture that he builds. And I want to mention the fact that McPhail, he was actually at the Greenville Swamp Rabbits, who I have actually worked for before. So he has gotten to play a little bit in the state of South Carolina before tonight. Greenville, South Carolina, that is, not North Carolina.
I remember Greenville used to be the Growl at one point, and that was It was trademarked. It was growl with 3 R's. So it was a growl.
Wait, that's amazing.
With 3 R's. And they had a cute little puppy mascot. It was adorable. All right, so the IceCats will be rolling right to left on your radio dial as we get set to get things going here. Well, everybody's just been called back over to the bench for some reason. I'm not entirely sure why. Apparently, Gary Graham has some further instructions for the troops. Let's see what's going to happen here. Actually, you know what, Joanne? It merits... Oh, are they starting? They are. They're starting with a player in the penalty box. Interesting. So Bowie Slarks is in, and I can only imagine that he is serving what is going to be a bench minor penalty here. Okay, so already we've got a situation that is going to put PD shorthanded right off the hop. Let's see if I can refresh the game sheet and tell you exactly what's going on. Pre-game warm-up violation. So someone did not get off the ice in time for the IceCats. And so they start shorthanded. And here's Houston Wilson in with a quick scoring chance and a save by McPhail. And that'll be turned the other way. So that's an interesting way to start the game, but shorthanded for the first 2 minutes, probably not how you drew this up. Athens will go to work here on the power play. There's a chance from the near side. Don Neely, a chance in front. That one is tipped wide. Boy, I tell you what, that play worked for Athens in Athens several times on the power play on Saturday night. Just a little simple pass to the back door by Neely and a tip in. Lowell was the guy he was looking for there. And that's already is something that, you know, PD's going to have to be cognizant of here. As Athens moving it ahead 45 seconds into the game, but turned right back down the ice. And Shinkarik will go back after it. Joe, one of the things, though, is just because PD has one less skater on the ice, they're still pretty dangerous. They lead the league in shorthanded goals. This team attacks.
It is interesting to see that when the stakes seem to get higher, or it just seems to be harder. They seem to play better.
That puck is cleared down the ice. Now, I believe this is technically a bench minor penalty, by the way, that is being served by Slarks. So now here's a chance ahead, and moving in, here's Lord looking for a shorthanded chance to the forehand. He scored. No! They say no. Oh, boy, it looked like that puck was in. The goal light went on and everything. Back down the other way. Here comes Athens. And now they've gone into the goal celebration light show. So they've got to stop the play. The goal light went on, and then the goal lights follow that. That triggers the whole thing, and so now we've got to stop everything and see if they're going to go to the review here.
This has been a very wonky beginning.
It really has. This has been a crazy start to this game.
And I feel like usually these are the kind of things that we talk about to try to stay away from, which I know some things are completely out of your control, but
I actually thought you were going to say, and you, Tom, are to blame for it. I'm like, what?
Yeah, all because you didn't wear a cowboy hat.
I know.
On Western night.
I know. That's my fault. I don't even have boots here.
For shame. You're in South Carolina, man.
I know. I have lived in many a southern state in my day. We got, so from west to east, what? Arizona, Texas, Alabama, Georgia, Tennessee, and now South Carolina.
What has been your favorite southern state? Tread lightly. You don't have to say South Carolina, but.
Yes. I do have a favorite. No, my favorite place I've ever lived was absolutely Nashville.
Oh, it's so
I think a lot
that's
of
where
people
that hat
agree
came
with that.
from.
Yes.
I got it downtown Nashville.
It's a good spot. All right, so let's see. Trevor Lord is still talking to the referees. I don't know if they really looked at anything or reviewed anything, but nothing came out of it. There's no goal. It's a defensive zone draw here. So Athens with a face-off to the right as the crowd now understanding that there is no goal being called. But here's a break back in the other side. Patrick Sparsenkevics moves in. He scores! Well, puck don't lie. You don't get one call, you get the next one. And Marcinkevics a breakaway for a shorthanded goal, 137 into the opening frame. And yet another league-leading shorthanded goal by the PD IceCats.
Earlier this season, one thing that Coach Gary talked about was the fact of when things that don't go your way happen, how do you respond? And watching your second leading scorer go out there and get a goal for your team kind of negates all the wonkiness that has happened so far in this first period.
For Marcinkevich's 19th goal of the season. And again, I mean, that's the 11th shorthanded goal of the year for PD. They just push, they pressure, and they make you look over your shoulder.
19th of the season, scored by number 22nd, Patrick Marcinkevic. Assisted by number 6, Xavier
Abdella with the assist on the goal, and they push in again. Here's Dominic's Marcinkevic with a shot that goes wide. Puck at the right point is kept in, banks right into the slot. Ruggieli will take that one away. We are back to 5-on-5 now. Oh, and a penalty coming up here on a hit in behind the play, and Dominic's Marcinkevic followed through on a check, and I'll be honest with you, I actually did not have my eyes on that particular hit. And I assume that's where the penalty's coming from, but I didn't see it. It is Dominic's Marcinkevic heading into the box. So again, PD shorthanded already for the second time. We're only 2:11 into the hockey game.
Yeah, I didn't see the hit either. And I thought it looked like the Athens guy was coming behind him, but
I think that was a boarding call. I didn't catch the signal on that. But once again, shorthanded. So back to the Bluefish IT Solutions penalty kill here, where not only are they 1-for-1 for PD, but they've also already scored a goal. It is boarding. Okay, so, well, you know what, Joe, maybe there's a second shorthanded goal in here somewhere.
I was about to say, maybe there's a silver lining. We seem to do really well when there's only 4 on the ice.
It's kind of funny, but other teams focus so much on the offense that a lot of times they just don't think about having to defend the attack, and hey, PD takes advantage. They are right now. They're hemming the IceCats back in their own end. Neely's going to go up the right side. They're finally going to get at least to center. And now behind the play, Neely and Gullo running into one another as the puck drifts into the PD end of things here. In on the right wing side, Lowell tying it up in the corner. Gullo arrives in the pile. You can already feel how feisty it is out there. Puck to the left point, no shot coming. Maie plays it down low, a chance in front. Save made by Kuhn, hugging the right post. Van Durken sending it over to the near side. Left off in the corner there, fired around by Popoff. It took an odd bounce and kept down for the left point. Maie chopped by Gullo, puck up top, no shot coming here. Athens will try to reset as they cycle it around the zone. On to the near side, Walker with a backdoor feed. Shot coming in, missed on the glove side, wraps its way around and out. 37 seconds to go in the man advantage here for Athens. 1-0 PD early in the first period, 3 minutes 40 seconds in. Joe, this is very interesting. PD is out shooting Athens 3-1. They lead 1-0, and Athens has had 2 power plays.
Well, that's what you need. Coach Gary even said, you're not going to beat a high-shooting Athens team. You can't go tit for tat with this team. So you have to play defense and not allow pucks to get in the net.
Puck ends up at the point, sent over to the near side. Here's Milan backing up, now down the right wing side towards the dot. Backhand cross crease, did not connect, and it clears itself out of the zone. Kolatarsi after it, and now the IceCats right back to full strength as Marcinkevic will feed it back. Milan goes after him, tries to hit him with an elbow there, and Marcinkevic scoots away, feeds Wilson. Wilson in front, a shot, and that one didn't make it through. Now the puck up top is stripped away, kept in the zone, fed across. Wilson trying to get to it in time. Milan dumps it out off the dasher. Here's the other thing is Garrett Milan, number 10, for Athens, is one of those guys, he does focus a lot on the revenge factor. He'll chase players all over the ice. He's one of the more gifted scorers they have, but he can also be easily distracted. There's a shot in on goal and a glove save there, as that one is held on to by McPhail. And, of course, now we get a little bit of discussion. And Bowie Slarks does not look happy. It looks like he got maybe slashed. I think he got hit. He's heading off the ice. That's not good. He looks like he's in some discomfort there. But the point, Joe, that I do want to make is that Athens will chase you, and they will try to get their revenge on you, and sometimes it takes them out of their game, and when they do, they're beatable. Very beatable.
Well, before the game, I was actually talking with Emily, our social media manager, and she even said, she's like, this is going to be a very feisty game. And I said, yes, indeed.
Indeed. Okie dokie. And actually, the doctor's heading off down the runway towards the tunnel there. Boy, I hope he's okay.
Especially just coming back.
Yeah. And again, did not see what happened out of that, and just, you know, we'll have to wait for some updates. Here's a chance in on goal. McPhail, a glove save on a backhand there from the left wing side. A little bit of a hush over the crowd right now. I think they sense, you know, that this is one of those situations too. I mean, well, actually, we're going to get to immediate timeout. We'll talk about that when we come back. 5:07 into this first period. 1-0 PD on a shorthanded goal by Patrick Marcinkiewicz. Stay tuned. There's more area GMC dealers first period action coming your way. This is IceCats Hockey.
You're watching the IceCats Broadcast Network. Evening Shade has been serving the Florence area for over 20 years. As a 3M and SunTech authorized dealer, the Evening Shade team is qualified and ready to help you with your project. Whether it's residential window tinting, paint protection film for your vehicle, commercial signage, or vehicle wraps, we can do it all. Evening Shade Incorporated. Trust a team with over 2 decades of experience.
Da Massimo Ristorante Italiano, where culinary passion meets the art of hospitality. Established in 2010, our restaurant was born out of a love for authentic flavors and a commitment to providing our guests with a memorable dining experience. At Da Massimo, we believe that food is more than just sustenance. It's a celebration of culture and community. Whether you're here for a cozy dinner, a festive celebration, we look forward to serving you.
Back here on IceCats Hockey, Tom Callahan, Joanne Bethay here with you. First of 2 on the weekend against the Athens Rock Lobsters. Thanks for joining us here. Face-off coming up to the right of the Athens goal. 5-on-5 right now. It's already 1-0 PD. Patrick Marcinkiewicz is 19th of the year. Shorthanded goal. Then here's Dominic Marcinkiewicz. Backhand wraparound. Another shot and a save of the right pad by McPhail. As PD trying to go to work at a broken stick, the blade flies right up the slot, but the puck kept in on the left side. Good hustle there. Down that left wing, it's Legkov. Legkov diving, can't come up with the puck as it's knocked away back to the line. Della Savita banking it on the right wing side, cleared back the other way, and Kukariev just ran into a bunch of baby blue jerseys, couldn't go anywhere. Gullo looping back and slid around to the near side. Puck kept in at the right point. Athens trying to find a little bit of the offense here. They've already had 2 power plays in the game. It's been an oddball start to this game, as Joanne remarked earlier. And right now, PD tapping it out up the right side. They try to break in on the wing. Frolov looking up top. His pass deflects off a skate out to center. And McGill Diaz on it there. He'll flip it in far corner, but PD's got to tag it up. And they do. A long stretch out through center is deflected on in by Johnson. IceCats recover left sider Zajic, lifting a bouncer to the far side blue line, and in on the right wing side. PD trying to go to the attack here, played back up that far side, and now Athens to center. However, a little trouble with it. Virgili turning in space, and he turns it over. Zajic feeding it back D to D. PD trying to start a change. Athens doing the same here. Picked off at center. Frolov, left wing side, ran into a check. Puck ends up. Popoff had it actually taken away by Houston Wilson. Wilson said, give me that thing. McGill Diaz on the left side. He'll flip it out to center, and it's dumped right back in. Kuhn out to leave it behind the net. McGill Diaz pressured out the right side. And now it's sent towards the point. Of bouncing puck. Knocked back in. Popoff on a roller. Looking on the right wing. Wilson will quickly break the center. Here comes Wilson in on the right wing as the Marcinkiewicz twins with him. Wilson put it towards the front of the net. It goes to the left wing. Dominics picks it up there, flips it to the right point. Fed down low and back through the slot. We have a penalty coming up against Athens in behind the play. It's going to be a hooking call. And now PD is going to its first power play, brought to you by Chick-fil-A. 7:15 into this first period. Already 3 penalties called. And it's going to be Malik Johnson in for hooking.
Yeah, this game has been absolutely drunk, and I would say it's because of $5 beer night, but that's tomorrow.
It is tomorrow.
So
hey, thanks for bringing that up. I forgot about that.
Yeah, I guess we're pre-gaming with this one.
Maybe. It's it is a good point, Joe. Tomorrow's going to be so much fun. Not that tonight's not fun, but it's going to be an awful lot of fun tomorrow night. And looking forward to it. Military nights are always great. By the way, I want to say thanks to WBTW that came out here. Great coverage today. They are a co-sponsor with our area. Chick-fil-A's tomorrow of Military Night. Specialty jerseys to be auctioned off on Dash. Joe will tell you about that in a minute here as the puck is down and PD going to work, trying to set things up. And they will control. Della Savita, long shot and a glove save there. I think McPhail saw that one all the way. He's able to catch and hold, but a lot of things going on tomorrow night for Military Night here. Joe, let's tell them a little bit about what they can look forward to.
So as you mentioned, WBTW Channel 13 and the Florence area Chick-fil-A's are coming together to honor the present military, and tickets for military is only $13. Now, you mentioned wanting to make sure you take advantage of that in case tomorrow could be a sold-out game.
Yes, and we are approaching sold-out status, and just wanted to mention that to everybody as well. Yep, I would either come to the Florence Center box office while they're open or go to Ticketmaster.com.
And there will also be special military-themed jerseys that will be auctioned off, and the proceeds are going to the nonprofit organization Warrior Hockey. And also, as I mentioned, there is going to be $5 beer.
Yes.
So lots of fun things happening tomorrow.
Yes, Warrior Project, and don't forget the Columbia Warriors are playing at 5 tomorrow.
Yeah. And your ticket gets you into both games.
Correct. It absolutely does. So looking forward to that. We've got our season ticket holder town hall that's going to be live streamed on YouTube tomorrow at 10 a.m. Keep that in mind as well. So 1:18 to go on the power play here as PD trying to push in, but the puck is banked on down the ice. IceCats are actually going to start a change here as Kuhn flattens out a rolling puck for Dominik Marcinkiewicz. He's got Lord on the left side with him, but Marcinkiewicz wheels it in on the wing, all the way down, stops in the half wall, sends it around the rim. Houston Wilson lets that one go to the right side. And now Virgili just tackles his man over there. Play continues. Kolatarsi trying to slide it out up the wing, and now it's flipped on down the ice. And PD will get to finish that change. 45 seconds left to go in the man advantage. Here's Razilov looking ahead. Legkov with a tip on to the right wing side. Zajic cutting in on the wall. He's tied up by Kolatarsi. Puck around to the near side. Miguel Diaz all the way down low into the corner. Swings it back behind the net. Off a skate. Backdoor feed from down low. A shot. Oh, boy, that one just missed the net. Miguel Diaz sends it up top. Razilov over to the right side quickly. And now PD trying to get a lane here. Razilov trying to make things open up. Up top, feeds it back to the right side. Time ticking down in the power play here. 13 seconds to go. Razilov backing up to his right. Feeds it past Miguel Diaz. He collects it off the dasher. Cycles it deep. Power play coming to a close here. And PD unable to convert as one last clear. Puck heads down the ice. Johnson onto the box. And so PD 0 for 1 on the Chick-fil-A power play. IceCats up the left side. Lord will send that one in. That was behind Legkov. I think he zigged when Lord thought he was going to zag. And that icing call will bring the faceoff back down with 9:31 gone here in the first. 1-0 IceCats.
Does that mean you're 1-0 for icing calls tonight?
No, I got that one right, didn't I?
No, I'm saying like you're winning.
Oh, yeah, I'm up 1-0.
1-0, not
yeah.
0-1.
Oh, yeah, no, Tom is winning so far on the icing calls. I've learned to be patient. Icing has taught me patience.
That's good.
Yes. Face off to the right of Kuhn. By the way, those jerseys are going to be auctioned off on Dash, the Military Night jerseys. If you don't have the Dash app, text the word Dash, D-A-S-H, to 66866. That's 66866. You'll get a link. Download the app, put it on your phone, and of course, select us as your favorite. There's a shot in on goal. Glove save made there by McPhail. He'll hang on for a face-off in the Athens zone. but then you get all the notifications. So if you're bidding on a particular player's jersey or if you're waiting for an auction to start, make sure you got those notifications enabled, and we'll keep you posted. So right now it's Gilbert out there with Frolov on the left side, Gullo in the middle, and Abdella at the left point. And there's a chance right in the middle for Gilbert. He tried to get to it. Puck bounced away from him. Now up through center. Here comes Athens. Pushing back the other way. Neely has the puck stripped away and cleared out the center. Athens on the regroup. Neely lost the handle at the line. Fed back to the D, and that one is jammed into the near side corner. Van Durken feeding it around. Bank pass, gets to the line but not out. Shot coming in, a deflection in front off of Johnson, finds the near boards. Van Durken looping his way around far side. Tried to spin around, lost his footing there. Puck rolls free behind the net, but it's turned over. Athens trying to do something with it. Van Durken once again, feeding it towards the left point. Maillet sends it right back around the wall. Abdella leaning on him. Maillet, left point, tried to fire one through there. Didn't quite make it, picked off and now flipped, well, actually off his own player, but the puck returned to Bedard. That was a rough way to go about it, but it worked. Athens recovers in its own end here. Both teams trying to get a change through. Coming up on 9 minutes to go in this first period. 1-0 PD in the lead. Joe, normally I'm used to losing you at this point of the period for a little while.
Yes, we have another member that's here to help.
So sticking around with us here this evening. And you know what? It's just all part of the improvement of the coverage of not only the actual broadcast, but of course, social media side on our YouTube. We've got some cool things coming up. And as a matter of fact, Joanne is going to be doing a great story for us on tomorrow night's Military Night as well. So looking forward to that. Razilov banks it off the dasher to center. Bouncing puck is not cleared out. Kept it on the right side. Good battle by Zajac over there. Johnson pressured in the slot. Lost it. And it goes on to the right side. Now it's cleared out by Athens. Pushed back into the zone. Pop-off knockdown. Pops back up. Onto the right side. And PD trying to move through center. But that pass from Marcinkiewicz deflected away. Garcia fires it in from center. Kuhn out to slow it down behind the net. Up the far side, Popov around the rim, deflected, not out of the zone. There's a shot that is blocked in front by Popov. Puck at his skates, Kuhn, a save in tight. And now it's cleared out, and now Wilson up the left side as Patrick Marcinkiewicz with him. Houston Wilson driving on the backhand into the corner, tries to spin back off it. Garcia's got him pinned up. Played around to the point. Up top, Abdella through traffic, a shot, McPhail save. Wilson on the rebound, a backhand try, another chance in front, and McPhail covers. Great effort there. Patrick Marcinkiewicz even had a swat at it. But we'll get the freeze and a break. 7:39 to go in the first. 1-0. PD in the lead. We're back with more in a moment. This is IceCats Hockey.
You're watching the IceCats Broadcast Network.
Gorget is a local craft distillery based in Lugoff, South Carolina, producing rum, vodka, whiskey, and bourbon in small batches. Founded in 2015 by 3 local gentlemen, Gorget has a fine line of handmade, local spirits. No matter what you desire, we have something for you. Isn't it about time you revolutionize your spirit? Visit us online at gorgetdistilling.com.
For 25 years, Stefano's Italian of Florence has brought the heart of Italy to your table. Experience the tradition with hand-tossed pizzas crafted with love and care. Our secret is our robust Italian seasonings and the finest imported cheese and our choice imported meats. At Stefano's, we share a taste of the old country with each bite. Stefano's, a taste of Italy.
And we are back here on IceCats Hockey. Tom Callahan, Joanne Bethea here with you. Face-off coming up in the offensive zone. And PD with a 1-0 lead here, 7:39 to go in this first period. A chance in on goal. Oh boy, McPhail. Clever save with the left pad there on a deflection in tight. Puck around to the left point. And it's pulled out. Shinkarik with a pass that misses. That could be icing depending on this race here. And indeed, Bedard
does win the sprint back just in front of Glukariev. That'll put the face-off all the way back down the ice. Joe, I will say this, and I know playing at home, right, you're supposed to have the advantage, but for starting shorthanded for most of the first 4 minutes, I think the IceCats have played pretty well in this one.
They have. You can really tell that they are trying to take advantage of any lanes that are open or any opportunities to shoot, which is exactly what Coach Gary wants from him. And I think if they just keep up this energy and keep up this technique, it'll be a good night for all of us.
Right now, shots are 7-2 in favor of PD. And again, if you're just joining us, they started the game shorthanded. There's a shot by Bedard, tipped wide. Milan on a far side. And yes, indeed, they did score shorthanded. Their league-leading 11th shorthanded goal as a team. IceCats push in on the left side. Centering attempt is taken away by Shinkarik, and now Rock Lobsters break back in on the wing. A centering attempt hit Bedard in the skates, goes in behind the net. Cycled back around Dumas, who had a hat trick last weekend against this PD team. Pass across by Shinkarik, put the puck out of the zone, and so Athens is going to go ahead and just change things up anyway while they're out after it. Pass ahead to center, Milan cutting in over the line, long wrister, that one is blocked, and flip back the other way, a bouncing puck, Marcinkiewicz after it, left side, that's Dominic's, feeding it ahead, and into the corner it goes, Wilson chasing, McPhail has to come out, paddle it away from him. Onto the far side, Van Durken, his pass was deflected back down to the PD defense. IceCats on the regroup, here's Razilov, left side. Pass across, Marcinkiewicz in left side to Wilson, through the skates, on the backhand, and a glove save, McPhail. Throwing it to the front of the net. I like the recipe. You never know what's going to happen. You look for the bounce, look for the break, and hopefully you get some.
It's hard, though, with McPhail. I mean, he has a save percentage of 93%. And as you mentioned earlier, he's one of the best in the league. So even with the right recipe, he makes it really hard.
That is a very good and, in fact, league-leading save percentage for Connor McPhail. Yeah, he's one of the best at this level, but PD has beaten McPhail as that one sent down, and for some reason not icing. Della Savita will play it around to the far side. Razilov off the dasher ahead, and that one, well, we get an whistle there. Might have hit somebody at the bench. See if they're going to put that one there. Going to put it all the way back in the PD zone here for the faceoff. 5:53 to go in this first period, brought to you by your area GMC dealers. So it's going to be Lord, Patrick's Marcinkiewicz. And I believe this is kind of a hybrid line here because the face-off to the right of Kuhn here. Let's see that. I believe is Zajac trying to win this one back. They tie up over it. Zajac, nice job there in the circle. Razilov able to bank it ahead. But Athens turning it back in. Right back after it, Zajac will backhand it out to center. That roller, Maye, he just got it away from Lord as he was closing in. Della Savita, far side, pushed against the wall. Zajac tying up Lowell over there. Puck in the skates, they try to move it along. Right in front of the player's entrance door there.
You can see Phil giving some tips right there.
Yeah. Phil also adorned in his cowboy hat this evening as well. As it's cleared ahead up the right side. Here comes Lord. Lord on the wing. Swings it back in front, but Maye there to take the pass away from Marcinkiewicz as it's cleared just out over the line. Sent back in. And PD is actually going to head to the change here as Gullo up on the forecheck. Athens also changing a bit in behind the play. Did that pass get tipped? They say no icing, so back into the IceCat zone it goes. McGill, Diaz up the wall to the line, but not out. Fed into the corner. And here's Johnson on it into the slot. Quick shot deflected away in front. That one might have hit Powell and gone wide. Garcia up top. Left side on the boards there for Gili. Garcia keeping it in. Long shot again, missed the net. Near side boards. Turned over in the slot. Virgili right there on that clearing attempt. He gets run into by Frolov. And McGill Diaz this time elects to pull out the wedge and get it over top of everyone down the ice. Well, if you can't go through him, go over him. Coming up on 4 to go here in the first. Here's Houston Wilson up on the right side. Tied up in the corner of the forecheck here. Ian Walker battling. Pass to the slot. That one went right between and out to center. Abdella turning it back in. Wilson quickly moving it ahead. Right side, here's Dominic Marcinkiewicz curling up the wall into the slot. His shot, save McPhail. Big rebound sitting there. Athens able to move it away. Once again, PD trying to quickly move in. Nice job here on the regroup. Left side, Wilson cutting to his right. Still with it, lets a shot go and a diving block, and that actually went off the face of Dumas. He's going to head to the bench. Wilson, look at it, and his stick broke as he tried to pass that puck up top. He had Abdella wound up, ready to go for a shot, and his twig betrayed him. Puck, meanwhile, dumped back into the PD end. Kuhn left it there, and now up the left side, here's Dominic Marcinkiewicz. He'll wheel it in over the line, left side to the dot, bottom of the circle, wrist shot, and that's deflected behind the net by Kolatarsi. Centering attempt cut off by Glukaria. And Athens will turn it the other way. Razilov with the pass through center and tipped on. Here's Patrick Marcinkiewicz dumping it in. McPhail smart to the bounce off the end wall, plays it away. Marcinkiewicz on it. Quick shot, glove save McPhail as Zajac let it go right away. And that'll get us to our final break of the period. 2:44 to go here in the first. 1-0 your score. Patrick Marcinkiewicz the goal scorer. PD in the lead. This is IceCats Hockey.
The Florence Stampede and Pro Rodeo is riding back into the Florence Center for 2 unforgettable nights of high-energy, family-friendly excitement on February 6th and 7th. Feel the adrenaline with heart-pounding action, including calf roping, barrel racing, saddle bronc riding, wild Branham bull riding, and so much more. Whether you're a lifelong rodeo fan or a first-timer, this is the wildest show in town. Tickets are available, so grab yours now at florencecenter.com.
Hey, this is Kendria Robinson, family nurse practitioner at Practical Purpose Solutions. If you are dealing with brain fog, fatigue, lack of energy, not feeling productive at work due to that, or you're having any type of gut health problems, or you're even having a severe cold, book your IV hydration therapy service with Practical Purpose Solutions at practicalpurposesolutions.com, or you can call 843-799-2210. We look forward to serving you. You have the problem and we have the solution.
Back here on IceCats Hockey, Tom Callahan, Joanne Bethea here with you. Looking forward to Military Night tomorrow night. It's Western Night tonight. We just gave away a whole row of haircuts. Heading on out to Sports Clips. You know what? I did go yesterday. It was awesome. Loved it.
Good.
They treated me so well.
I've never been.
So that so it did come up. I said, do you get a lot of female clients in here? And surprisingly, they do. They get a pretty good bunch over there. So if I see you over there asking them for a blowout, Joe, I will know. There's a quick chance and a save sliding to his left by McPhail. Are you impressed? I know what that is.
I am. Very much so.
2:36 to go here in the first. 1-0 your score. IceCats in the lead.
It's what I do to my hair before every game, and then this headset ruins it, so I don't know why I keep trying.
Yeah. No, it's headphone hair is a real thing. The struggle is indeed real. Face-off coming up here to the left of the Athens Rock Lobsters goal. Draw one right back to the point, and a shot blocker saved by McPhail. Down for another chance and a glove save again by McPhail, who's been pretty active with the catch glove here in this first period. But again, I mean, Joe, we talked about it earlier, but I love that the IceCats are just looking to shoot the puck every chance they get.
I was just thinking that. I would love to get the updated numbers on our numbers of shooting versus their numbers of shooting, because I have a feeling it's almost like 5-1 at this point.
Well, we will certainly have the stats for you in the break. Of course, the scoreboard is generally an approximation that is not always accurate. Right now it's showing 12-2.
I was close. I said 5-1. That's what 6
Yeah,
to
so that's
1.
6-1, yeah. Right now, Athens trying to dig out of its own end. They end up rolling into center. McGill Diaz will fling it right back in for the IceCats. 2:05 to go here in this opening frame. Puck turned over in the slot. There's a backhand try. McPhail save. Rebound goes right back up the slot, but it's taken away by Glukaria. He'll come up the left wing. Try to work his way in. He's rubbed out on the play. And now right back up the ice. Gullo on the right wing. Long shot. That one deflected to the glass and actually into the netting. So we'll get a whistle here. 1:45 remaining here in this first period. And another good crowd on hand here tonight. And, you know, I just want to say thanks to the folks here. I know the PD area is excited to have hockey back, but the momentum just keeps growing. Word's getting out that this is a fun place to be.
It is. We have a good time here.
Well, I'm sure they come to see you. They're like, where is Joanne?
I'm just a PD legend.
Absolutely you are. Your banner will be raised one day. Puck bounced out to center by Athens, and it'll be McGill Diaz onto the right wing side. A pass ahead. Frolov reaching back for it is tipped back on into the PD end of things. That's Legkov on the near side, trying to play it around on the wing, not out of the zone. And now it's tipped at it. Here comes Legkov. He's up one-on-one. Has some help coming. Leaves it left side. Marcinkiewicz a shot, and his wrister goes over top of the net. Legkov on the rebound, pushed off his stick, and it goes to center. Boy, he's got some speed. Back into left side, here's Dominik Marcinkiewicz. Wilson up the middle. There's a chance, tipped over top of the net. Last minute of play here in this opening frame as it's cleared to center. And right now, IceCats tried to quickly regroup there in transition, but that puck rolled away. Back into the right side, Johnson trying to drive in, and he's ridden off nicely. A centering pass twice at Wilson. Now a jam play in front of the net at the right post. Kuhn the save. Patrick's Marcinkiewicz on it, off the dasher, gets it down the ice. 30 seconds to go in the period. No icing here. PD and Athens will both change up the forward unit. Patrick's Marcinkiewicz trying to get out of the way here. Right side, past Van Durken. Out through center, flips it into space for himself. Takes a pretty good whack, keeps on going. He'll feed it back to the right side. Lord with a chance and a shoulder save. McPhail rebound to the near side. Up top, a drive coming and whistled wide, stick side. Lord feeding to the right point. There's a shot through traffic. That just missed the net, and that'll do it. An offensive flurry at the end of the period. And now we get the requisite pushing and shoving. And, of course, Kyle Powell likes to be in the middle of that. And he comes over. Show the downside, and as they separate and go off here, Bowie Slark's probably the physically biggest guy out there, one of the biggest guys out there, injured early in the period, went off the ice. There was no penalty call on the play, but we'll have to keep an eye to see if he comes back out, because quite frankly, if Athens tries to get more and more physical in this game, I mean, Slarks was one of the guys who was hopefully going to be able to answer that bell, and if he's not there, it might be a little different equation.
I do think he's the kind of guy that's not always going to throw the first punch, but it's almost like, you know, when you see your little brother getting beat up on and you're like, I'm not going to take that. I feel like he takes it almost personal, like I am there to protect my guy. So I think you're right. Hopefully he does come back, because I think he could do a lot of damage if it was needed.
Yeah, right now it's 1-0 PD after one period of play. We are going to take a break, and when we come back here, we'll move on into the first period intermission report. We are going to take a look back at the scoring. We'll see if Joe's magic ratio actually held, and let you know what the shots do pan out to be. We'll recap the scoring. We'll take a look at the out-of-town scoreboard. It's a busy night in the world of sports as well. So stay tuned. There's more coming your way in just a moment. 1-0 PD after one. This is IceCats Hockey.
You're watching the IceCats Broadcast Network.
For 20 years, we've captured more than weddings. We've captured legacies. The laughter, the tears, the moments that last a lifetime. Every glance, every vow, every I do, preserved in stunning cinematic detail. Because your love story deserves more than memories. It deserves to be a film that lives forever. Something to remember wedding productions. 2 decades of love stories, beautifully told.
Welcome to Seminar Brewing, where craft beer meets culinary delight. Located at 551 West Lucas Street in the heart of Florence, we offer an unforgettable experience for beer enthusiasts and food lovers alike. Pair your favorite brew with our mouth-watering menu. Our kitchen serves up everything from savory snacks to hearty meals, all crafted to complement our beers perfectly. Seminar Brewing. Taste the difference that local passion makes.
South Coast Commercial Curb Appeal is the trusted partner for businesses in Florence and surrounding areas that want to maintain a clean, safe, and attractive commercial properties. With our wide range of services, from sweeping and landscaping to snow and ice treatment, we're here to ensure your property remains in pristine condition all year long. South Co Commercial Curb Appeal. Experience the difference.
With over 74 years of combined experience, Hometown Floor Coverings is the PD's flooring experts with attention to detail and professionalism. Whether it's commercial or residential, our installers are very reputable and trustworthy. Contact us today for free estimates. Hometown Floor Coverings, the flooring installers you can trust. Bring new life to your home.
Welcome to Creekside, where great food meets the perfect game of pool. Since 2021, we've been serving up delicious meals and creating memorable moments in our unique dining atmosphere. Whether you're planning a celebration or a corporate gathering, Creekside offers the ideal blend of delectable cuisine and entertainment. Come for the taste, stay for the experience. Creekside, the ultimate destination for fun and flavor.
You're watching the IceCats Broadcast Network.
And we are back here. First period intermission report. Tom Callahan, Joanne Bethea, and this intermission is also with its entertainment here. Joe, you know what? I'm going to go off on a little bit of a tangent here.
Okay.
I love when you get a marching band, an orchestra, anything like this. I feel like this is atmosphere. I love this.
I was just telling our producers how I love, especially like a high school marching band. I love the atmosphere it brings.
It does. It just makes it, I don't know, there's something about it. And I will say this, a lot of the college hockey games that I've ever gone to, the ones where like the band is basically right on top of the ice and it's loud and it's just, especially in these smaller buildings that have like 2,000, 3,000, 4,000 seats, and it just brings the atmosphere up so much.
Maybe I like it because it kind of makes me feel like I'm at a high school or a college event, and those are normally the sporting events I'm at, so maybe it makes me feel a little bit more at home. But I like that you went off on this tangent because I completely agree.
Yeah, no, I love the energy it brings. And you know what? If anybody out there, maybe you're listening, maybe you're watching, and you're thinking, how do I get my band to come out here? We talk about Phil a lot, Phil Bork, who wears a lot of hats, and tonight it's a cowboy hat for this organization on Western Night. But if you email Phil at tickets@pdprohockey.com, you can bring your band out as a group. We do choruses and choirs and all kinds of things. If you want to come out, there's chances to do the anthem and all that stuff. Phil handles all that. So
yeah. Tonight we had a choir from West Florence, and the band that is here tonight is also from West Florence High School, a high school that is not, but just maybe I think a mile or so from the Florence Center.
Just down, I even know where that one is.
I'm so proud. It's only because it's the Sam's Club is right there, right? Is that why you know?
That's actually a great guess. Nice job.
Do I know you?
Yeah, you do, unfortunately. Or fortunately, I don't know. But yes, I love that. So anyway, get in touch with Phil. If you do want to bring your organization out, we would absolutely love to have you, and I think it's great when it happens. So
yeah, I agree, and a great way to get the community involved.
Yes, for sure. So 1-0 here. PD in the lead. A shorthanded goal. Patrick Marcinkiewicz, the goal scorer for PD. And Joe, it's kind of interesting. We thought perhaps PD had scored actually previously on this play. Mm-hmm. The goal light goes on. In fact, the light show started, and they had to whistle the play dead because all of a sudden the whole house is red and blue. Mm-hmm. But at that point, I mean, in baseball they say ball don't lie or ball doesn't lie. Same thing in hockey, puck don't lie. They come right back and they score a shorthanded goal. You kind of have to feel like whether that puck was in or not, the referees immediately waved it off down there on the ice, but it just felt inevitable, and they do come back and get that shorthanded goal.
It was definitely needed. I mentioned it earlier in the game. There were so many wonky things that were happening, from one starting from puck drop with 4 people on the ice, having another shorthanded situation, a stick breaking. There was just so many things that kept happening that the IceCats really needed something to go their way.
Well, and as you mentioned, I'm looking at it now. They had 2 penalties within the first 2 minutes and 11 seconds. That's not a great way to start.
And we've had this conversation with head coach Gary before. When you have just like wonky things that happen, you know, sometimes things are out of your control, but how do you respond? And I think that was the perfect way that the IceCats could have responded.
So that goal, Abdella with the assist. Patrick Marcinkiewicz cashes in on the breakaway. And we do have an update. Bowie Slark's upper body injury will not return. So he is out for the remainder of the game, and I guess TBD on the length of that injury. But again, Slark's upper body will not return.
And that's tough. He just returned back. And most of the time when he was here before, he was also on IR. So it's a really tough break for him.
Yes, it is. So we hate to hear that. I hate to hear anybody getting injured, no matter what.
Yeah.
Shots in the period, 13-2 in favor of PD.
Wow.
So you were calling for a 5-1. That's slightly better than 6-1 ratio.
Hey, I'm okay with it being slightly better than what I called
Yes.
for.
I mean, but talk about that, Joe. I mean, think about, what PD wants to do. Really, your 2 objectives is put the puck in the other team's net and keep them from scoring in your own. When they only have 2 shots in a period, it's awful tough for Athens to score a goal.
I mean, it's a recipe for winning. Coach Gary Graham talked about you cannot go tit for tat with this team. You will not win a game that way. You cannot outscore them. So you either have to try to outshoot them or keep them from shooting, which is what they're doing both of right now, and it's a winning recipe.
And they're also getting in the way, getting in the lanes, or blocking passes, blocking shots, and being very effective at that. So hopefully they're able to continue that winning recipe, as Joe says, for the remainder here of the 60 minutes of play. So 20 minutes in, it's 1-0 PD in the lead. We're going to take a break. When we come back, we'll get to the out-of-town scoreboard for you, so stay tuned. There's more coming your way. We're going to let West Florence play us out to break. This is IceCats Hockey.
You're watching the IceCats Broadcast Network. This portion of today's broadcast is brought to you by Evening Shade Incorporated. Trusted team with over 2 decades of experience. Gorget Distilling Company. Revolutionize your spirit. The law office of W. James Hoffmeyer, serving South Carolina since 1992. Kimbrell's Furniture, affordable home furnishings. Evening Shade has been serving the Florence area for over 20 years. As a 3M and Suntech authorized dealer, the Evening Shade team is qualified and ready to help you with your project. Whether it's residential window tinting, paint protection film for your vehicle, commercial signage, or vehicle wraps, we can do it all. Evening Shade Incorporated. Trust a team with over 2 decades of experience.
Gorget is a local craft distillery based in Lugoff, South Carolina, producing rum, vodka, whiskey, and bourbon in small batches. Founded in 2015 by 3 local gentlemen, Gorget has a fine line of handmade, local spirits. No matter what you desire, we have something for you. Isn't it about time you revolutionize your spirit? Visit us online at gorgetdistilling.com.
At the law office of W. James Hoffmeyer, we strive to help our clients in whatever situation they are facing. Whether you need help with criminal law, personal injury, or family law, our hard-working team will assist you throughout the process with compassion and integrity. Our goal is to always provide our clients with outstanding representation and advocacy throughout their case. The law office of W. James Hoffmeyer, serving South Carolina since 1992.
At Kimbrell's, we believe that you deserve furniture that's as unique as your family. From comfortable sofas and love seats to chairs, tables, rugs, entertainment centers, and recliners you'll never want to leave. We have everything you need to create the living room of your dreams. Check out the Kimbrell's website for inspiration or stop by and see everything for yourself.
We are live at Zapata's Grill on the IceCats Broadcast Network. Let's see what the IceCats are ordering.
I want quesadilla. ¿Qué te ordena? I want fajitas cocoon. I get burrito from Terra. Frijoles refritos.
Here comes the food. Tamer with a double liner for elbowing.
Zapata's Grill, a preferred restaurant partner of the PD IceCats. Teamer, how'd you feel about the food?
Timur approved. Pause PD!
You're watching the IceCats Broadcast Network.
Back here on IceCats Hockey. One period in the books, 1-0. PD in the lead. Time to take a look at the out-of-town scoreboard. Busy night in the FPHL here this evening. Of course, we always have our game, which, you know, you absolutely love to see other teams in your division doing well, and we're going to get to this here in a second, when they need to, I guess, help you out a little bit. So that's always fun to keep an eye on those games. Let's start by talking about Binghamton with a second period lead over the Watertown Wolves by a 2-0 score. And that one, Danbury up 1-0 over Port Huron after one period of play. This one, Twin City and Blue Ridge, and fans here know we saw a lot of Blue Ridge, especially early on. Twin City's going to see a lot of Blue Ridge. This is a crossover matchup. And that game actually is delayed in its start right now. So once that gets going, we'll be able to give you the score update. But that game is huge in and of itself in that matchup. And you hope Blue Ridge can beat Twin City because it's not gaining points or gaining ground on PD in this particular case. Blue Ridge doesn't affect our divisional standings. And so you really kind of, if you're an IceCats fan, you're rooting for Blue Ridge in this case each and every time they play a team that is in the Continental Division. So that game, again, a little delay getting underway, it looks like tonight. They still haven't quite dropped the puck on that. We'll try to get an update on it as soon as we can. Columbus with a 1-0 first period lead over Indiana. And then coming up here top of the hour, you got the Zydeco and the Scarecrows going head-to-head, as well as the Moccasins and the Biloxi Breakers. Meanwhile, in the National Hockey League, Friday night, a light docket, as usual on a Friday. 5 games this evening. 3 of them going on right now. You've got the Sharks up 2-1 over the Red Wings. And the Panthers Hurricanes are tied up at 1. Lightning Blues scoreless in the first. 9 o'clock tonight, Preds at Avs. 10:30 Ducks at the Kings. We'll take a break. When we come back, time for second period action. Stay tuned. 1-0 IceCats after one period of play. This is PD IceCats Hockey.
You're watching the IceCats Broadcast Network. This portion of today's broadcast is brought to you by McLeod Health and Fitness Center, the wellness leader. Austin and Associates. The right agent can lead the way. Hertz Car Rentals. Smart deals for any destination. Sports Clips Haircuts. The pros in men's and boys' hair.
McLeod Health is committed to helping you obtain a healthy lifestyle and improve your overall health. Medically trained in the areas of fitness and nutrition, we can help you reduce your risk for certain diseases and live a long, healthy life through fitness and wellness programs, community health education, and 2 medically based wellness centers. McLeod Health is with you on your journey to better health. Discover a new you at McLeod Health and Fitness Centers.
Known for his integrity, attention to detail, and client-first approach, Sean Austin builds lasting relationships based on trust and results. Whether you're a first-time homebuyer, a seasoned investor, or looking to sell your current home, Sean combines local expertise with strong negotiation skills to deliver a seamless experience from start to finish. Austin and Associates at RE/MAX Professionals. Your next address is just a slap shot away. Go IceCats!
Driving a new car from Hertz might drive your real car crazy.
Nice car.
Looks new.
Thanks, Tom Brady.
Have a flame with our newest fleet yet.
I'll miss your new car smell.
Rent now at Hertz.com.
No matter which forklift you walk into, you'll know it's special. And just for you. Our stylists don't guess your best cut. They are experts in men's and boys' hair. Our cutting zone has all the basics in specialized equipment. From our comfortable cutting chairs to an array of specialized cutting tools and clippers. We got you covered. Visit Sport Clips of Florence today, located at 1940 Hoffmeyer Road, Suite D. We are the pros in men's hair.
The PD IceCats are lighting up the scoreboard, and Powers Properties is proud to be the official housing provider. Looking for an apartment? Powers Properties has you covered with modern apartments, convenient locations, and a team that puts you first. Just like the IceCats, we know what it takes to win, on and off the ice. Score big with Powers Properties. Relax, you are home.
You're watching the IceCats Broadcast Network.
And we are back. Getting ready to start second period action. Tom Callahan, Joanne Bethea here with you. IceCats rolling left to right. Second period action brought to you by Bud Light. And the IceCats win the faceoff. We are underway. If you're just joining us, Bowie Slarks out of the game. Upper body injury will not return here this evening. 1-0 IceCats to start period number 2. Here's Houston Wilson in behind the net, trying to play it over to the near side. Johnson on it, banks to the line, but not out. Kept in. Wrist shot coming in. McPhail the save. And quickly, Legkov on the rebound. Curling in the far side. Legkov banks it up top. Shot is blocked by Picard. Kolatarsi with a clear. That gets out to center. And is sent right back in. PD, though, does have to tag up as it's cleared away by Athens. There's a stretch ahead through center. And that one is snuffed out by Shinkarik. Sent back into the IceCats end of things here. Lead pass on the right side. That eludes everybody. Will it be icing? No. Pushed around. Patrick Marcinkiewicz to the far side. Puck to the left point. A shot deflected on the way in. Down slapped ahead. Potential 2-on-1 here. Johnson up the left side. Picard going to the net. But he was caught from behind on the back check there. And never got a shot away. Now right side Van Durken keeping it in. Curling on the wall. Looking up top. Maye to his right. Wrist shot floats high. Shinkarik left side at the blue line. Forced one across. It went off a leg and out to center. Van Durken tied up. Right side. Maye's got to wait at the line. Johnson was busy engaging, shall we say, with one of the IceCats players behind the net and failed to clear in time. That allows PD a free play out of the zone. Push just in over the line. Johansson turning it the other way. Van Durken up the right wing side. Minute 40 into the second period. There's a shot. Save made in tight. Nice stop by Kuhn. Played around to the left point. Maye trying to keep it in. And now to be played away. PD, well, they've got some numbers here if they hurry. Up the right side, Marcinkiewicz feeds it back door. Shot off the shoulder of McPhail. And a big hit on the far side. Their puck turned over. Marcinkiewicz tried to push it in front, but that one was knocked away. And now Johansson going all the way back down the ice. Another big hit from PD in the end. And now it'll be covered there by Kuhn. But in the left wing there, they crashed together in the corner. Joe, I wonder if we are going to see some more hitting. We didn't see a lot of hitting. We saw a lot of pushing and shoving. And these two teams obviously have quite the history with one another this season alone. But we didn't really see as much of the actual hitting. I wonder if the second period is where that picks up.
It makes you wonder what was said in the locker rooms during that intermission. Was it, hey guys, we need to be more physical. We need to show these Rock Lobsters what we're about.
Face-off coming up to the right of the IceCats net. And that one poked away by Kuhn, side of the goal. There's another chance right across the goal mouth, out the other side. Walker down for the right point, trying to keep it in. IceCats push it ahead, however, and they will weave right in and attack. On the right-hand side, Gilbert couldn't get it deep enough. Turn back, McGill Diaz puts it ahead. Frolov tips it in. McPhail scoots it away to the wall. And now it's turned over, and here's a chance in tight to the backhand. Oh, puck right across the goal mouth. Frolov tried to go over to the backhand, and it just kind of rolled off the tip of his stick. Milan tried to glove it to himself at center. Frolov all the way back to his own end. Turned over, but fortunately McGill Diaz intercepted a pass across there. This should be icing back the other way. Shinkarik, no, McPhail's got to play it. Bounced right in front of the net. Lucario tried to send it ahead. It went right back into the Athens end of things. Athens is having trouble getting it together here. And Kuhn electing to freeze that puck. But just to talk about that point here, 3:19 into the second, I feel like the passes aren't there, the communication's not there. They just don't look like they're on the same page.
Well, one thing you mentioned earlier is that this is the kind of team that will go chase you around. And so maybe that's why PD came out heavy hitters, because they knew they would get in their heads and it would want to make them chase them around and get them dismantled. And it seems to be working.
That's fine with me. You want to chase them? Hey, let them chase you. Works for me. 3:19 gone here in the second period. 1-0 PD in the lead. Patrick Marcinkiewicz, the shorthanded goal. And that one all the way back in the early first period.
Yeah, historically with these two teams, you see a lot more pucks in net than 1-0 this far into the second period.
And that is, I mean, PD does not mind trying to play a close, low-scoring game, and Wilson trying to beat out an icing call, and he does. Nice hustle there from Houston Wilson. Athens turning it the other way. Here's Virgili in on the left wing side, tried to poke it across, and that one was taken away on the back check, and now quickly ahead, PD charging up the left wing. Wilson weaving in over the line, cutting to his right with a long wrister. Blocker save McPhail. Marcinkiewicz couldn't get to the puck on the wall. Virgili up the right side for Athens, pushing it into the corner. Puck rolling around behind the goal, sent back up the far side. Here's Picard cutting to his right, keeps it in at the line of shot, blocked off Wilson. Oh, he tried to take off with it, but it was just bouncing too much for him to control. Shinkarik, right point. Maye, left point. Long wrister in. That one is paddled away by Kuhn. And on the near side, here comes PD to center. Marcinkiewicz weaving it over the line. He'll feed it deep, and his line mates go for the change. He will do the same. Wilson, the only one who stays out there on the forecheck here. Van Durkin trying to take it away. Had it poked away. There's Patrick's Marcinkiewicz out there, and now it's dumped out down the ice. Won't have enough gas or icing here. As Della Savita feeding it around Bedard on the left side. Will bank that one ahead. A bouncer at the line. Chopped to center. Patrick's Marcinkiewicz on the near side. Into space. And in on the right wing. Lord tried to work it in front. Tied up on the board side. Chick had it knocked past him. Neely got it to center, but turned over. Back inside the PD end. IceCats to center on the right side. And now Marcinkiewicz dangles in, leaves it off up high. Zajac feeds it over the left side. A shot from the point. St. McPhail rebound right past the near post. Athens trying to clear it. Hit Della Savita. Stays in. Lord backing it up. Plays it around. Marcinkiewicz. And that one go off his stick. And up the far side. Lord forcing the play out the far side. Lowell wanted to reset behind the net. He didn't give him any time. Played ahead to Shinkarik. Left side. Long shot in. Kuhn with the save and the butterfly. He'll hang on. And that'll get us to our first break of the period. 5:33 into the second. 1-0 your score. IceCats in the lead. Back with more in a moment. This is PD IceCats Hockey.
You're watching the IceCats Broadcast Network.
Known for his integrity, attention to detail, and client-first approach, Sean Austin builds lasting relationships based on trust and results. Whether you're a first-time homebuyer, a seasoned investor, or looking to sell your current home, Sean combines local expertise with strong negotiation skills to deliver a seamless experience from start to finish. Austin and Associates at RE/MAX Professionals. Your next address is just a slap shot away. Go IceCats!
Driving a new car from Hertz might drive your real car crazy.
Nice car. Looks new.
Thanks, Tom Brady.
Have a fling with our newest fleet yet.
You'll miss your new car smell.
Rent now at Hertz.com.
Welcome back. We are 1-0 PD here in Florence, and I'm here with a little announcement. IceCats fans, if you want to get even closer to your hometown team, then it's time to join the Claw Collective, the official booster club of the PD IceCats. For just $100, you can become a member and enjoy awesome perks all season long: insider access, exclusive events, meet and greets, and the chance to help support your players on and off the ice. So if you love the IceCats, this is your chance to be a part of the Pride. So visit the sign-up table next to the team concierge table in the concourse tonight and at any game to join the Claw Collective.
Thanks, Joe.
Yeah.
That's Joanne Bethea. I'm Tom Callahan. Thanks for joining us here. Second period action brought to you by Bud Light. And right now, PD trying to get something going in the offensive zone here. It's Frolov, side of the net, trying to backhand it up top. That was blocked. Puck around to the far side. Fed right back behind the net. Athens intercepting, trying to bounce one out here. Glukariev lifting it onto the left wing side. It does get over the line. Shinkarik with a feet ahead. That was offside. So the whistle goes. And the draw will come back just in front of the Athens blue line. IceCats are going to change it up. In fact, both teams will change up the 5-man units out there. That early shorthanded goal from Patrick's Marcinkiewicz still standing up as the difference in this one so far. Face-off is won back by Athens. Maye up on the right wing side. It'll be dumped in from center by Neely. Kuhn out to play it, and he'll leave it there. PD playing it around the near side, hopped over the stick of Legkov and is fired right back around the rim. Houston Wilson pursuing onto the left wing. Trying to get it out. Neely keeping it in. Back to the near corner. IceCats still can't clear the zone. Maye holding it in. A dangerous bouncer in front, and they score. Van Durken scores on the rebound. Maye just threw it down low. It hit the dasher and went right in front of the net. Van Durken cutting across was able to put that one home on Kuhn. And at 6:33 of the second period, this game is now tied at 1. An even strength marker. And, I mean, Joe, we'd almost been lulled offensively to sleep here. Athens hadn't had a whole lot of chances as there's an icing call against the Rock Lobsters, but I mean, that was just a lucky break. That was a good bouncer, Athens, and they capitalized.
Yeah, I feel like we were jinxing it when we kept saying that it was such a low-scoring game, which is not typical for these two teams. So I think, unfortunately, it was bound to happen that the Rock Lobsters were going to put one into the net.
Well, they're an awful hard team to keep off the score sheet for 60 minutes.
They are.
So now after the icing call with a draw to the right of McPhail. But again, PD's been doing a good job getting a lot of shots on goal and try to keep that momentum. They win the draw. That shot attempt is blocked. Now fed to the left point. Puck ends up top, and a shot save. McPhail, he has to paddle the rebound away now over Marcinkiewicz. Ripped it high on the stick side, and it goes off the glass and out of play. Boy, Patrick's Marcinkiewicz. Prime scoring real estate there.
He was really looking for it, too. You could tell with how much power he put behind that one.
Unfortunately, it does catch the glass, goes out of play. Face-off will be to the right of McPhail. Shinkarik over to tap his goaltender on the pads as he's having an animated discussion with the referee. Face-off will come to his right. McPhail's got to lead the league in delaying face-offs by a goaltender. I mean, he's always messing with his mask, messing around with his gear. All the gear comes off, then goes back on, wants to talk to every referee and find out what's in their soul.
That's strategic.
Yeah, no, it absolutely is. And I say this as an old goalie. I know exactly what he's doing.
Taking a page out of your book?
Yeah, well, that book is as old as time. I didn't write it, but I certainly studied it. Puck goes to center and up the right side. Pushed in, Picard with a backhand right across the front of the IceCats net. I shouldn't say it's as old as time, but it is as old as hockey. Puck in on goal. McPhail has scooted away himself to center. Ruggieli into the right wing, leaving it off on the wall. Then he gets dumped, and that's a penalty coming up against PD. And now Johnson wants to fight, and he's going to get a scrap here on the far side. I think that's Bedard. They get the gloves off. Bedard's trying to sneak in some lefts. Comes in with a right. Johnson trying to come back with a right. Trying to get wound up. Bedard over the top, and down they go.
You have to give it to them, though. They both just tapped each other's helmets after that, and as weird as this may sound, that was a sportsmanlike fight, and they just fist bumped before going into the boxes. So,
well, there's definitely a code to the hockey fights.
yes, I'm starting to learn that.
Yes, and in that particular moment, after that hit, I mean, Johnson basically challenged Bedard for the penalty that he was already being assessed. Didn't like the hit. And actually, pardon me, that's Della Civita. Della Civita answered the bell. So, not Bedard, but Della Civita. And he answered the bell and accepted. And so, whatever the initial call is, that's going to put PD shorthanded, but he's also going to get the fighting major. Unless, and this could happen, Johnson also gets 2 for instigating that fight. But I don't think it's going to work out that way. You don't see that called too often. Yeah, it looks like it's going to be an Athens power play. They've got the extra 2 up for Della Civita. But, Joe, there is a whole code to all of this. I mean, guys will ask each other if they want to go. Sometimes you don't get a choice, but a lot of times when that's just kind of let's see who's going to serve this one. Oh, hey, look at that. Number 23 going to serve this penalty. Joe, can you tell us who that is?
Well, we have a very special,
Celebrity player.
Celebrity player, Kevin Boggs, who is actually our owner, is number 23 for tonight. And he actually has played hockey before.
There's a chance of the back door, and that would have shot wide. Well, we have to talk about this. So, both of our so we have really 3 in that ownership troika, if you will. Mm-hmm. And 2 of them are former military. Mm-hmm. Tonight and tomorrow night, 1 each night, they're going to dress as celebrity players, which is allowed in this league. So tonight, Boggs is wearing number 23. And the plan was for him to actually get out there and start. Oh, my. Shinkarik scores with a wrist shot from the high slot on the blocker's side. A power play goal. That's one Kuhn is absolutely going to want back. Oh, that hurts. A power play goal on the 3rd chance of the night there for Athens. So, unfortunately, the Bluefish IT Solutions penalty kill doesn't get through this one.
Yeah, that is the guy that they normally go to in a power play situation. That's his 6th power play goal for the season, which he leads the team in power play goal for the Rock Lobsters for power play goals.
So Shinkarik, the marker, makes it 2-1 now. Athens in the lead, and boy, PD better try to grab some of the momentum back. But as we mentioned, I mean,
we thought Boggs was going to get in there on his own merit into the box.
Yeah.
On his own merit.
But he went to serve the penalty tonight, so and celebrity players don't count against your roster or your cap, and so it's good to see him tonight. And tomorrow night we will have
Mike.
Mike Ronan will be the other half, and here's Shinkarik in with another blast, and that is blocked in front of the net. I think Popov just took it right off the shins. And so it's good to see them, especially on this military appreciation weekend out there. And the plan was for him to start the game, but then PD started the game shorthanded, so he didn't get to start the game. So at least he gets to serve a penalty. Appreciate seeing that. Although they may not even have him serve a penalty after this. I don't know.
Bad juju.
Yeah, puck goes in the net. Sorry. Right now, PD back on the forecheck, trying to make something happen, and a penalty coming up there. Good effort. Side of the net. Trying to bull his way in front, Nick Gullo. And he got knocked down, and that's going to put PD on the power play. And Garrett Milan waving away at Jordan Popoff. And let's see who's going to go in the box, actually, here. It is... I actually thought that was Milan who got the penalty, but I guess not. He's going to the bench. Who got the penalty? No one went in the box. There is a power play coming here to PD. Unless I'm crazy. Shinkarik is the guy. And I will tell you this. I know Carter Shinkarik from my time in Columbus. I love him. He's a great guy to have on your team. But like many hockey players, Joe, nothing is ever his fault. I didn't do that. That wasn't me. That was some other guy. Clearly, I could not have tripped him, sir. So Shinkarik into the box. Back to the Chick-fil-A power play for the second time tonight. Athens will start with a clear. Boy, PD could use one here. They led 1-0 after one. It's now 2-1 Athens. Patrick Marcinkiewicz feeding it on the left side. Dominic's tried to leave it at the line. Athens poking it away. And now Lowell up the right side. Delaying into the corner. And he'll feed it back down the ice. Johansson sending it down. And now rushing it ahead. Lord with a pass across. Patrick Marcinkiewicz. Pressured at the line, got it to Houston Wilson. Wilson into the right side corner. Legkoff to Wilson. Wilson around the far side, and now PD will get some space. Lord up top. Razilov, a shot, blocked in front. Rebound. Marcinkiewicz cleaned out trying to get to it, and it's cleared out and down the ice. Boy, Dominic's Marcinkiewicz cross-checked right across the nameplate.
And I will say, when we're in a power play situation, the three people you want to see on the ice are the two twins, the Marcinkiewicz twins, and Lord.
Left side, here's a chance, a shot. McPhail glove save. Rebound in the slot is cleared down the ice. And whoop, here we go. Milan getting in there. Gloves come off, and I believe that's Marcinkiewicz. They go down to the ice pretty quickly. Boy, Milan is just had a burr under the saddle all night here on Western Night, and he and Patrick Marcinkiewicz got into it. Oh, and Milan saying, oh, yeah, we're going to go again when we come back out. Honestly, out of all the yappers who yap, he is the yappiest.
I feel like that's how people would describe me.
I mean, you're a pretty solid yapper.
I tried.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Let's see if we're going to go ahead and get to our mid-period break here or not. I don't know if we will. All this happening at 10:19. There was 42, well, there will remain 42 seconds left. We are going to go to a break. Okay, why don't we go ahead? We're going to take a break here. We'll be back with more second period action here in just a moment, brought to you by Bud Light.
The Florence Stampede and Pro Rodeo is riding back into the Florence Center for 2 unforgettable nights of high-energy, family-friendly excitement on February 6th and 7th. Feel the adrenaline with heart-pounding action, including calf roping, barrel racing, saddle bronc riding, wild Branham bull riding, and so much more. Whether you're a lifelong rodeo fan or a first-timer, this is the wildest show in town. Tickets are available, so grab yours now at florencecenter.com.
From home entertainment to the technology that keeps your world connected and secure, at PHT Audio Video and Security, we don't stop at residential solutions. Our team designs and installs professional commercial systems built for performance and reliability. Secure what matters with advanced security systems and stay protected day or night with powerful camera systems engineered for clarity. No matter the need, expertly installed and perfectly integrated.
Ding dong.
Mountain dude?
The mountain is calling.
Give me a mountain, lots to do. Give me the sunshine, give me a dream. Give me something simple and true. All I need is sunshine and that cool, refreshing mountain dew. Yeah, give me the sunshine, give me a dew.
And we are back here on IceCats Hockey. I've got some bad news for you, Joanne Bethay.
Oh gosh, what?
Patrick Marcinkiewicz picked up an instigator penalty.
Oh no.
In addition to 5 for fighting. Milan got 5 for fighting. Now, I don't believe he got anything extra. I don't think there's a misconduct tacked on with that, and there does not have to be. But what that does is it now makes it 4-on-4 for the next 42 seconds, and then puts Athens back on the power play where they are 1 for 3. So 4-on-4 in the face-off goes in the PD end of things. Fans are not going to like this.
The boxes are getting a little crowded.
Yes, but good for Boggs. He is back serving this minor. So it'll be fed back in around behind the net. Puck over to the far side and up the wall. IceCats will attack. 4-on-4. Plenty of ice out there. Here's Legkov in over the line, leaving it on to the right wing. Puck bounced into the corner. Zajac trying to work his way through the pile around to the right point. It comes. Shot coming in. That one is blocked off Glukariev into the corner. Here's Zajac. Lost it towards the line. Bedard. And he couldn't keep that one in. Played away to center, but Zajac battling to get it back, and he does. On the left wing side, Legkov tried to cut in on goal, taken off his stick. And now Athens will send it back the other way. They'll try to regroup here. So now it's a power play for the Rock Lobsters. Back to the Bluefish IT Solutions penalty kill. Right point, Maye hops over his stick, but unfortunately PD's kind of at the end of that shift there. Zajac pursued for a moment and then heads off. Shinkarik onto the box is going to go up the right wing side, and he'll bring it in over the line. Leaving it off to the left point. Held in there by Neely. A couple of players hit the deck. They'll try to push it into the corner, backhanded around by Bedard. Maya waiting at the right point. Lucaria pass up top, tipped out by Wilson. He'll pursue it down the ice. That forces McPhail to come way out and play this one ahead. Off the mid of Lucariev. He's got to play it, otherwise it would have been a whistle. Lucariev in over the line, lost it. Stolen back by Dominic Marcinkiewicz. He'll play it ahead to Wilson. Wilson looking for him on the far side. Dominic's lost it as he tried to back into the zone. And now the other way, here comes Athens. Puck into the far corner. Tied up over there and cleared down with a diving effort. Good hustle right now by PD on this penalty kill. Down to just 7 seconds left to go. Athens coming back in on the left side. Here's Lowell cut off in the slot. And one more clear. That'll do it. Nice job. Good hustle there. Boggs out of the box. Heads over to the bench. And PD will reset its lines. But that was a huge penalty kill right there. Keeps it 2-1 Athens here in the second. Here's Virgili up the left side. Trying to work wide. He's knocked down. Pops back up. Try to center. And the puck drifts around to the far side corner. Frolov looking for a stretch. Right wing. That one a little too far for Lord. But it goes all the way around behind the net to the far side. And they wave off the icing.
Yeah, that was a huge penalty kill. It's a lot different when you're down by 1 versus 2.
Well, at this point, as the puck bounced in on McPhail, I mean, PD, you can't keep, I don't think, momentum for 60 minutes in any game, but right now, the IceCats sure could use a break to get it back, and there it is! Trevor Lord! A long wrist shot from up high. He was at the blue line when he let that one go. And that one goes right through the wickets on McPhail to tie this game at 2.
I think you might have spoke that one into existence.
I think I did. That was amazing. And it's just one of those, hey, we say it all the time. Put pucks on net. Make the goalie make a save. Good things are bound to happen. And, Joe, that was a great example right there.
It's also great seeing a guy have success from the blue line because it shows, hey, if there's a lane, take it, and there's a chance that you could put a point on the board, and that's exactly what happened.
And for Trevor Lord, his 19th goal of the year, he and Patrick Marcinkiewicz each recording number 19 tonight. And more importantly, it woke this crowd back up.
It was feeling a little sleepy.
Folks back into it now for sure, and excited to see the goal. And now we've got a discussion over at the timekeeper's bench here with both referees. Stuff always makes me nervous. I never know what's going to come out of the discussion. It's like, nope, no goal, sorry. In fact, we're going to take the other one off the board, too. You now have -1 points. What? How?
Every time I see these discussions, though, I think about those TikToks. Have you seen them where they're taking videos of athletes talking in a huddle, and it's like girl gossip where it's like pss, 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 pss. They're very funny.
I can absolutely picture that.
And that's all I think about when I see these now.
I love that. That's all I'm going to think of now. Well, let's see here. The referees are over talking to the Athens bench. And it looks, I mean, we're 5-on-5. I don't think anything else is coming out of that. Marcinkiewicz and Milan are both still in the box here for now, serving out their fighting majors. But other than that, should be business as usual. Lord is 19th of the year, is tied at 2. Petey in with a shot again from the wing, and a save by McPhail. He'll hold on with 6:31 to go and pop off. And Van Durken, well, nope, they separate. They were definitely having a discussion there. Face-off will be to the right of McPhail. And is pushed ahead by Powell. Goes in behind Glukariev. So Lord ties it at 2. And here's Van Durken breaking in on the right side on the backhand. A shot. Kuhn the save, and he'll freeze that one there. And, you know, Joe, it's a little bit of a weird night atmospherically here. You know, it feels like it's elevated for a second, and then it gets down, and the air kind of goes out of the building, and then it comes back in, and it's just been all over the map here this evening. But on a night like that, I think it's real important for PD to try to just stay consistent and stick to their game plan.
Well, I feel like the crowd is feeding off of however the team is playing. So I think that's why it seems to be kind of like a roller coaster of emotions are happening.
Well, I'm sure they'll give them something else to get excited about here before the end of the period. The way it's gone, I think we'll have to keep an eye when Marcinkiewicz and Milan come out of the box, because Milan seemed insistent on a rematch. So we'll see if that happens or not. Maybe he'll pick up an instigator this time. Up the left wing side, here's Gilbert into the corner after a loose puck. Frolov behind the net, onto the near side. Gilbert will slap it around towards the left point. Roller is kept in there, right back down the wall. Frolov pinned up behind the net. Gullo side of the net, off Gilbert's skate. Puck to the point. Shot coming in is blocked. Didn't get through the traffic and cleared out to center. Razilov on it there. Tried to leave it on the near side. Gilbert tipping it on. Jammed in around the wall. McPhail out to stop it. Johansson overskates it behind the net. In a little bit of trouble here, but does get it away. Glukariev up the left side. He'll dump it in. Kuhn elects to scoop that in. He'll hold on. 5:25 to go here in the second period, presented by Bud Light. We are tied up at 2. And the face-off will remain in the IceCats zone. And again, don't forget, tomorrow night is Military Appreciation Night. We are expecting that one to reach sold-out status. So again, if you haven't gotten your tickets already, I would definitely hop on that one early. They'll have specialty military jerseys that'll be auctioned off.
$5 beer.
$5. Joanne's so excited.
I think I'm just excited to see how the crowd is going to be, since that they get cheap beer.
It'll be a lot of fun. Puck dumped down into the corner. A centering feed off McPhail. Ends up at the left point. Chance for PD here. Deflected over top of the net. Rebound ends up on the near side. Lord cycling it around. Here's Zajac. Zajac on the far side. Sending it deep. Marcinkiewicz trying to pursue to the near side. That's Dominic's out there right now. Dominic's out the far side with a rolling puck to the backhand. And now to Zajac near side into the slot. Quick shot. McPhail the save. Lord denied from between the hash marks, but a great passing play to set up that chance.
I think there's a lane there, right? If you look around where the word "we" is, it looks like the G ball. That seems to be an open lane that the guys keep trying to take.
Well, hopefully they're able to continue getting those point-blank chances. Game's tied at 2 here in the second. 4:53 to go. We'll take a break, come back with more in a moment. This is IceCats Hockey.
You're watching the IceCats Broadcast Network. Evening Shade has been serving the Florence area for over 20 years. As a 3M and SunTech authorized dealer, the Evening Shade team is qualified and ready to help you with your project. Whether it's residential window tinting, paint protection film for your vehicle, commercial signage, or vehicle wraps, we can do it all. Evening Shade Incorporated. Trust a team with over 2 decades of experience.
Da Massimo Ristorante Italiano, where culinary passion meets the art of hospitality. Established in 2010, our restaurant was born out of a love for authentic flavors and a commitment to providing our guests with a memorable dining experience. At Da Massimo, we believe that food is more than just sustenance. It's a celebration of culture and community. Whether you're here for a cozy dinner, a festive celebration, we look forward to serving you.
Back here on IceCats Hockey, Tom Callahan, Joanne Bethea with a face-off coming up to the left of McPhail in the Athens Rock Lobsters goal. 5-on-5 here. Virgili winning the face-off back. Shinkarik fanned on a clear, but Picard does help it out of the zone. Down it goes. And Virgili's going to get there first. No icing. He and Popoff to the corner. Popoff knocks him down. Puck around to the far side. Kept them right point. Long shot in on goal. Kuhn the save. And we get a little bit of a... Well, Virgili and Popoff. Pops just literally pulls him away from his goalie. Faceoff will stay inside the IceCats. And, you know, Joe, it's crazy. All these games against Athens, and I always feel like this game is always just short of a boil. You know, the heat is up, but things often, they get up, the heat gets up, and just as everything starts to bubble, something happens and it goes back down. And it rarely ever boils over.
Well, let me ask you this. What do you think it would take for it to boil over?
Well, there's a couple of things that could happen. Number one would be a bad hit one way or the other. There's a shot tipped out of play. Number two is running into the other team's goalie. That'll do it. And quite frankly, number three is probably going to be what we're going to see here in a minute once Patrick Marcinkiewicz gets out of the box. I just feel like Milan, for whatever reason, feels like he needs to fight him again. So maybe that'll start it. I mean, at some point before the end of the year, I feel like we're due for a brawl with these two teams. I just do.
Is it bad that I am not opposed? I don't want to say I'm not opposed, but it has become a little interesting where you keep seeing these, like you said, we're like right there and then it doesn't happen.
All the game within the game. That's exactly what it is.
Yes.
Chance on the wing for McGill Diaz here as he tried to let a shot go. That one is turned the other way. Shinkarik up the right side in with a wrister block. Came back up the slot. Johnson turned it over. Lord to the line, can't get it out, but Johnson overskates it. Puck stays on that right side and finally flipped out by the IceCats. Turned back in, but McGill Diaz on it. Looking for space. Gets it up, and Shinkarik, bumped by Lord, turns that puck back for Virgili. He'll dump it in from center. And Kuhn had it go right by him. Now Johnson, a centering attempt, chopped out of there. Nice play by McGill Diaz to knock it back down the ice. 3:40 to go in the second, tied at 2. Shinkarik in on the left side, leaving it for Van Durken. Curling in the high slot, ran into his own man, but got it across. A shot by Lowell is deflected into the netting. And we get a whistle there. Shots still overwhelmingly in favor of PD, 19-8. But Athens has capitalized on a couple of chances here in the second period. They led 2-1, but then Trevor Lord, his 19th of the year, to tie this game back up at 2.
Even though we do have a lot more shots, the margin is definitely a lot smaller than it was, going from a little over 6-1 to now, what would that be? 3-1, 2-1, 3.
About 2.5.
2.5 to 1.
Ish.
Math was never my strong suit, okay?
Here's Gilbert in with a shot off the outside of the goal post around to the left point. And now deflected in front, goes around the near side. PD with a couple of good offensive chances there. Zajac after the puck, side of the net, goes off his skate. He'll chase it around to the far side. Zajac looking to cycle down the wall. That one poked out off the stick of Maye. And now Bedard trying to turn it back quickly here. Athens at center. Van Durken ends up with it. Put it to the line. Maye's got to go back outside the blue line. And bounces that one in. Kuhn will leave it aside. Athens electing to change things up. PD on the regroup here. Left side puck up into the bench. Whistle with 2:35 to go in the second. Patrick Marcinkiewicz returns to the ice. So, Joe, two things. No, I think most fans would agree with you that they would like to see it boil over, probably a little more often. And they would look forward to that as well. Hockey's a physical sport. I mean, it's a contact sport. You like to see that the players are invested.
I love seeing it because I've told people before watching college football how I kind of hate that doesn't seem to happen anymore. You just never see fights or emptying of benches. So it's really refreshing to come to a sport where they allow it to happen.
Plus, I mean, in football, everybody's like, well, they don't allow fighting in football. I'm like, who wants to fight in football? The other guys are wearing helmets with face masks. What are you gonna punch?
The neck?
Yeah, no. Some of those face masks are really long, and they cover the throat.
True.
I've never understood that. I've never understood why people make that point. They don't allow fighting in football. It's like, well, I mean, their entire head is covered.
I know, but
including the face.
Sometimes I just wish it would go back to being a little more aggressive. Me talking like I'm so old.
I know.
Back in the day.
Back in your day. You poor thing. You've seen it all, done it all.
I mean, I did just have a birthday.
There you go. We won't say which one.
I don't care.
There you go. Lukariev in with a shot and a glove save there by Kuhn. Hasn't been tested a whole lot in this one, but Sean Kuhn out on the angle to make the stop there. 1:50, 5-0 to go in the second period, tied at 2. So your birthday's not that close to Christmas, where maybe you get hosed by a Christmas birthday, right?
Oh, well, the thing is, my mom still tells me, like, whatever I don't get for Christmas, I get for my birthday. But she doesn't tell my brother that, so that will always be a point of contention.
There's a quick chance by Athens. Another save. Good stop there by Kuhn, and more importantly, no rebound. And he hangs on to that one.
I will certainly say Kuhn seems to be playing better than his numbers on paper tonight typically show for. Because he's normally a guy that's saving about 87%. So I'd be interested to see what his percentage is for the night.
Well, for Kuhn, at this point, I mean, coming over for Monroe, hasn't played a whole lot, a little bit rusty, and just trying to really, regain his form and kind of get back into a role here. And I think a lot of players like to get into a role and try to just feel like they're on all the time consistently. There's a chance up top and a left pad save. Actually might have hit the post with that shot from the slot by Marcinkiewicz. Back the other way on the right side. Here's Maillet with a backhand right across the goal mouth. Ends up in the far side corner. Here's Shinkarik at the left point holding it in. A shot deflected in front of Kuhn. Never quite got to him. Coming up on a minute to go in the period. Tapped out. Patrick Marcinkiewicz onto the left side. Dominics wheeling it over the line, feeding it back to the right side. Patrick's high slot. Dominics on the wing. There's a wrist shot set wide and a penalty coming up here. And this one is going to be on Athens. So right at the end of the frame, a slashing call going against Maillet. And PD is going to go back to the Chick-fil-A power play for the third time in the game.
It's during moments like this where you're tied, 53 seconds left in a period, and you have the chance to have a power play. You have to capitalize. You just have to give that mentality of going into the intermission.
Maillet into the box here for slashing. Here's Legkov on the right side with a shot. That one blocked by Shinkarik. Puck drifts right in front and is cleared out and down the ice. 0 for 2 with a man advantage here for PD in this one. They'll bring it ahead. In over the line, forced over to the left side. They'll set it up. They've got some time, 30 seconds here. Played around the rim, but cut off by Shinkarik. He's got a moment. He'll use the glass to get it down. So maybe time for one more rush as Razalov back after the puck. He'll fling it around hard up the far side. That could be an icing call here. And Frolov was hooked up by Lowell. That's a late whistle, by the way. Frolov was hooked up by Lowell and couldn't really generate any speed coming in over the line. And that kind of thwarted that attempt there. 13.7 seconds to go. Game tied at 2, and that faceoff will go all the way back down. So it appears as though PD is going to carry some power play time into the third period. Although, you never know, Joe. This team's fast enough. They can go blowing down the ice real quick.
That is a very true statement.
Houston Wilson, one of the speedsters, is there to take this face-off at center. Although Athens wins it back, they're going to retreat all the way back down the ice. 10 seconds to go, and Shinkarik will float one down. Let's see if the IceCats try to push here. They will, but the clock not with them. Long shot from center at the horn, stopped by McPhail, and IceCats are going to head off into the locker room here. 40 minutes into it, tied at 2. Although, Joe, I think if you were to say to these guys before the game, hey, 40 minutes in, you're tied. It's anybody's game heading into the third period. I think you take that opportunity against Athens.
Yeah, I think any guys on this team would say, I would take that bet and I would run with it, because as we know with this team, it's always very competitive. And the fact that it's only 2-2 means that you must be doing something right in the sense that it's a low-scoring game.
And so shots unofficially right now, 20-10 in favor of PD. Of course, as we move into our second period intermission report brought to you by Yokohama Tires, we will give you the full update on the stats. We'll wrap up the scoring for the period for you as well, as the captain's still talking to the referees out there at center. And now they will split off to go to their respective locker rooms, and Lord and McGill-Diaz chatting on their way off the ice as well. So stay tuned. We'll be back with more in just a moment. 40 minutes in, 2-2 between Athens and PD. This is IceCats Hockey.
You're watching the IceCats Broadcast Network.
For 20 years, we've captured more than weddings. We've captured legacies. The laughter, the tears, the moments that last a lifetime. Every glance, every vow, every I do, preserved in stunning cinematic detail. Because your love story deserves more than memories. It deserves to be a film that lives forever. Something to remember wedding productions. 2 decades of love stories, beautifully told.
Welcome to Seminar Brewing, where craft beer meets culinary delight. Located at 551 West Lucas Street in the heart of Florence, we offer an unforgettable experience for beer enthusiasts and food lovers alike. Pair your favorite brew with our mouth-watering menu. Our kitchen serves up everything from savory snacks to hearty meals, all crafted to complement our beers perfectly. Seminar Brewing. Taste the difference that local passion makes.
South Coast Commercial Curb Appeal is the trusted partner for businesses in Florence and surrounding areas that want to maintain a clean, safe, and attractive commercial properties. With our wide range of services, from sweeping and landscaping to snow and ice treatment, we're here to ensure your property remains in pristine condition all year long. South Coast Commercial Curb Appeal. Experience the difference.
With over 74 years of combined experience, Hometown Floor Coverings is the PD's flooring experts with attention to detail and professionalism. Whether it's commercial or residential, our installers are very reputable and trustworthy. Contact us today for free estimates. Hometown Floor Coverings, the flooring installers you can trust. Bring new life to your home.
Welcome to Creekside, where great food meets the perfect game of pool. Since 2021, we've been serving up delicious meals and creating memorable moments in our unique dining atmosphere. Whether you're planning a celebration or a corporate gathering, Creekside offers the ideal blend of delectable cuisine and entertainment. Come for the taste, stay for the experience. Creekside, the ultimate destination for fun and flavor.
watching the IceCats Broadcast Network.
Tom Callahan, Joanne Bethea back here with you. 40 minutes in the books, tied at 2. This second period intermission report is brought to you by Yokohama Tires. Thanks for joining us here on the IceCats Broadcast Network. And coming into this period, it was a 1-0 IceCats lead as we take a look back at the scoring here in this one. And, I mean, Joe, 2 goals within, well, a little less than 2 minutes. Van Durken and then Shinkarik, one even strength, and then Shinkarik on the power play. And I think that second goal is one Sean Kuhn would like to have back. But, boy, that swung the momentum very quickly in favor of Athens.
Well, I think that's one thing that Athens does a good job is even though they were looking a little dismantled there, I think they're able to recognize when they're looking dismantled and able to reel it back in because they have really skilled players who they know how to shoot and they know how to take opportunities.
No, they definitely, and a little bit more veteran team, too, in some ways. And, of course, you know, this being PD's first year in the league, recruiting to Florence, South Carolina, and getting people in. I mean, it's taken a little time to build the team that Gary Graham really wants to have going forward. And again, we mentioned, you know, they still were this week, still roster activity. You know, another goaltender comes in who we may see tomorrow night, Parker Rutherford. And, I mean, Sean Kuhn was brought in via trade as well. So, I mean, there's still, you know, that tinkering, whereas Athens, to your point, is a little bit more of an established team. These guys have played together before, so they know a little bit more what to expect out of one another. I think it also helps them not get so down when they are trailing in a game.
Yeah, I mean, when you know, and you like you mentioned being veteran, and you've been in situations where you're trailing and you know how to come out of them, that gives you a big advantage. But I think one thing that's starting to help the IceCats is the fact that we've had teams who have come to our facilities. You know, we've played a couple games, and people are starting to realize how great of an organization it is. I think it was a lot harder, you know, last summer when they were recruiting and they had guys who had no idea about this organization. You have no idea, you know, how you're going to be treated, what's going to be offered to you, where now people or players are seeing just how well you can be treated if you become an IceCats player. And I think that's playing to their advantage and why they're getting players like Kuhn, like Ledkov, who are able to come here.
So to go back over, by the way, Shinkarik's goal assisted by Neely and Lowell, that power play marker that made it 2-1. But then Trevor Lord, as you said, I spoke that goal into existence.
You did. Right before you said something.
Yep, seeing eye shot from the point that goes in for his 19th of the year. And, I mean, momentum is fickle, right? It goes and it goes away just as quickly. But I really think if we look at carrying that momentum in, and now 1 minute and 7 seconds as well, Joe, that they're going to have power play time coming out in the third. Tied at 2 after 2 against Athens on home ice. I mean, you still have to feel, okay, you can feel two ways about this. And in my head, I can hear Gary Graham saying, well, we
oh, no, that's a bad thing if you're starting to hear him in your head.
I know. But there's two schools of thought here, right? There's that we should be beating the pants off them, and this is not good enough, and we should be a lot better than this. But there is the flip side of, hey, you got the game back to tied, and at the end of the period, I think you were doing a lot better, and you're carrying power play time over. So I think the pendulum is swung back to the PD side.
For all my football fans, you will understand this analogy, but Coach Gary almost kind of reminds me of like a Nick Saban personality where you're just never satisfied. Like I heard a story one time after winning the national championship, Saban was already on the phone and was worried because they weren't on the road recruiting because they were playing in the national championship where other teams were on the road recruiting. And I think Gary has kind of the same mindset of just never being satisfied, but it's for a good reason. He just wants to see the best out of his players. But I will say 2-2 when you are playing Athens is a good bet, is a good place to be. Because if you've only allowed them to score 2, you're doing a good job. Normally when you look at when we play this team, it's like 5+ points. So if they've only allowed 2, that's doing a pretty good job.
Suddenly I'm picturing Gary in that commercial that Nick Saban is in where his house is a hotel.
Yes, he would fit perfectly.
Yeah. No showers longer than 5 minutes. This isn't a spa.
I'm not going to tell him that that's how I compared him because it will just blow up his head being compared to Nick Saban, I feel like. Or at least it would blow up my head as a coach.
Well, so far, so good, I guess. We'll see. Gary's ego remains in check. We're tied at 2 after 2. Shots in the period, by the way, we're actually in favor of the IceCats by an 8-7 margin, 21-9 for the game. Yes, Athens had only 2 shots in the first period. Power plays for Athens, they were 1 for 2 in the period, 1 for 4 in the game. PD 0 for 1, carrying that second one over, and they are 0 for 2, working on their third. We'll take a break. When we come back on the Yokohama Tire second period intermission report, we'll have a look at the out-of-town scoreboard, so stay tuned. There's more coming your way here in just a moment. This is IceCats Hockey.
You're watching the IceCats Broadcast Network. This portion of today's broadcast is brought to you by McLeod Health and Fitness Center, the wellness leader. Austin and Associates. The right agent can lead the way. Hertz Car Rentals. Smart deals for any destination. Sports Clips Haircuts. The pros in men's and boys' hair.
McLeod Health is committed to helping you obtain a healthy lifestyle and improve your overall health. Medically trained in the areas of fitness and nutrition, we can help you reduce your risk for certain diseases and live a long, healthy life through fitness and wellness programs, community health education, and 2 medically based wellness centers. McLeod Health is with you on your journey to better health. Discover a new you at McLeod Health and Fitness Centers.
Known for his integrity, attention to detail, and client-first approach, Sean Austin builds lasting relationships based on trust and results. Whether you're a first-time homebuyer, a seasoned investor, or looking to sell your current home, Sean combines local expertise with strong negotiation skills to deliver a seamless experience from start to finish. Austin and Associates at RE/MAX Professionals. Your next address is just a slap shot away. Go IceCats!
Driving a new car from Hertz might drive your real car crazy.
Nice car.
Looks new.
Thanks, Tom Brady.
Have a flame with our newest fleet yet.
I'll miss your new car smell.
Rent now at Hertz.com.
No matter which 4 clips you walk into, you'll know it's special. And just for you. Our stylists don't guess your best cut. They are experts in men's and boys' hair. Our cutting zone has all the basics and specialized equipment. From our comfortable cutting chairs to an array of specialized cutting tools and clippers. We got you covered. Visit Sport Clips of Florence today, located at 1940 Hoffmeyer Road, Suite D. We are the pros in men's hair.
The PD IceCats are lighting up the scoreboard, and Powers Properties is proud to be the official housing provider. Looking for an apartment? Powers Properties has you covered with modern apartments, convenient locations, and a team that puts you first. Just like the IceCats, we know what it takes to win, on and off the ice. Score big with Powers Properties. Relax, you are home.
You're watching the IceCats Broadcast Network.
Welcome back. I'm Joanne Mathey alongside Tom Callahan. We are currently tied 2-2 here in... Oh, well, there we go. We were having a little bit of technical difficulties. Let's try that again. Welcome back. Joanne Mathey alongside Tom Callahan. We are currently tied 2-2 as PD takes on the Athens Rock Lobsters here in Florence. But let's take a look. This is the Yokohama second intermission report, and let's take a look at some out-of-town scores. The Binghamton Black Bears are currently 6-0 over the Watertown Wolves. And then over in... Oh, we're having a little refresh. There we go. Okay. The Blue Ridge Bobcats are currently down 1-0 against the Twin City Thunderbirds. Columbus River Dragons are taking on the Indiana Sentinels, and they are winning 3-1. Baton Rouge away in Topeka. Right there, they are tied with a bunch of goose eggs. The Monroe Moccasins are away in Biloxi, and they are all tied up 2-2. And now let's take it over to the NHL. The Sharks and the Red Wings. Red Wings up 3-2. Carolina Hurricanes, not too far from here, are up 4-1 to the Panthers. Blues up 2-0 to the Lightning. Avalanche and Predators are a bunch of goose eggs. And the Ducks and the Kings have not started yet. They will start at 10:30 p.m. But that is our out-of-town score look. But we are now back here in Florence, 2-2. It has been a very interesting game so far. I will have to say, and we keep mentioning this, but only being 2-2 really is a win for the PD IceCats, because this is a team that it's a hard team to outscore if they are a high-scoring team. Because normally if you look at the old scores between these two teams, normally you see the Rock Lobsters with 5+ points. So as Coach Gary has said before, you cannot just go tit for tat with this team as in a high-scoring game. And right now, the PD IceCats actually are out-shooting them 20-10. Originally, they were out-shooting them. It was about 6-1, now 2-1, but still better than, 0-1 or 1-1. And so it's been a winning formula, and we've seen a lot of the new guys coming in that seem to be meshing well with the team. You have Legoff, who he has been a great assist. The first, we love seeing the Twins. Patrick Marcinkiewicz, he was the first one to get a point in the net. And then you had Lord, who got the momentum back for this team when the Rock Lobsters came back in the second period, scored very quickly back to back, which can really put you down. But Lord, who is a veteran on this team, took the advantage, scored, and brought this momentum back. So still could be, as we like to say, anybody's ball game, 2-2 here in Florence, and looking for a fun watch here in the third period.
You're watching the IceCats Broadcast Network. This portion of today's broadcast is brought to you by McLeod Health and Fitness Center, the wellness leader. Austin and Associates. The right agent can lead the way. Hertz Car Rentals. Smart deals for any destination. Sports Clips Haircuts. The pros in men's and boys' hair.
McLeod Health is committed to helping you obtain a healthy lifestyle and improve your overall health. Medically trained in the areas of fitness and nutrition, we can help you reduce your risk for certain diseases and live a long, healthy life through fitness and wellness programs, community health education, and 2 medically based wellness centers. McLeod Health is with you on your journey to better health. Discover a new you at McLeod Health and Fitness Centers.
Known for his integrity, attention to detail, and client-first approach, Sean Austin builds lasting relationships based on trust and results. Whether you're a first-time homebuyer, a seasoned investor, or looking to sell your current home, Sean combines local expertise with strong negotiation skills to deliver a seamless experience from start to finish. Austin and Associates at RE/MAX Professionals. Your next address is just a slap shot away. Go IceCats!
Driving a new car from Hertz might drive your real car crazy.
Nice car. Looks new.
Thanks, Tom Brady.
Have a fling with our newest fleet yet.
I'll miss your new car smell.
Rent now at Hertz.com.
No matter which sport clips you walk into, you'll know it's special. And just for you. Our stylists don't guess your best cut. They are experts in men's and boys' hair. Our cutting zone has all the basics and specialized equipment. From our comfortable cutting chairs to an array of specialized cutting tools and clippers. We got you covered. Visit Sport Clips of Florence today, located at 1940 Hoffmeyer Road, Suite D. We are the pros in men's hair.
The PD IceCats are lighting up the scoreboard, and Powers Properties is proud to be the official housing provider. Looking for an apartment? Powers Properties has you covered with modern apartments, convenient locations, and a team that puts you first. Just like the IceCats, we know what it takes to win, on and off the ice. Score big with Powers Properties. Relax, you are home.
You're watching the IceCats Broadcast Network.
All right, we are back here on IceCats Hockey. Tom Callahan, Joanne Bethay, cast of thousands on hand here at Florence Center. Sean Kuhn assumes the net down to the right of our broadcast location. PD in those baby blue. Some people would call it Carolina blue uniforms, although I know probably someone who would not call it Carolina blue.
Yeah, someone standing right beside you.
What color would you call that?
Sky blue.
Sky blue, okay.
It's funny you mentioned that because my mother, who, in all of her glory, she's coming tomorrow, and she's like, Joanne, what should I wear? I have to dress appropriately. And she's like, what are their colors? And I was like, oh, I consider it a sky blue. She's like, that's not a sky blue. So I'm interested to see what she ends up wearing.
Well, tomorrow, the military jerseys, I've already seen them. And actually, if you head on over to the Channel 13 website, you will also see them there. But it is a black and blue camouflage pattern.
Okay.
But it is a darker blue.
Okay.
So, and fortunately for us,
we can see the numbers.
White names and numbers on the back of a dark jersey.
I was about to say, I don't mind this blue. It's the gray and red on the back.
Yes. Yes, absolutely. I would have either gone with a dark navy or black on the back of these, or
they weren't thinking about us when they made these jerseys.
Or white outlined in that navy blue would have been fine too. That would have stood out enough. But yeah, the silvery gray and the red nameplates, oof, this is a tough one. So that said, we're doing our best up here.
So if we get a person wrong, it's not our fault.
It does happen occasionally, yes. I actually felt so much better when you said to me, do you have trouble with these? I'm like, yes, absolutely. And then, yeah, so I do feel a little bit better. But as we get ready for third period action here, the IceCats rolling right to left in front of our broadcast location. 1 minute, 7 seconds of Chick-fil-A power play time remains as we start third period action, brought to you by Pepsi. Pepsi is the official soft drink of the IceCats, and of course Pepsi Zero, the official soft drink of IceCats goaltenders. Wilson out there with the Marcinkiewicz twins, Lord and Della Sabita. To start things off here, Athens will start with a clear down the ice, and Kuhn out to try to play it behind the net, took a skip away from him. Della Sabita comes back and leaves it off of the left side. Patrick's Marcinkiewicz on to Dominic's. Dominic's skips around to check. Left side, feeds it back across, and that one, a bad bounce off the puck board, goes to center. Dominic's chipping it in on the left side. Lord, and that was offside. Houston Wilson protesting his innocence on the far side, but methinks he do protest too much.
Thank you, Shakespeare.
Yeah, doth protest too much, methinks. So, Wilson will take this face-off. He's going to try to pull it over to the right side here. In against Lowell. And indeed, Marcinkiewicz will help it on back to Della Sabita. He'll back up in his own slot. And on the right side, here's Patrick's Marcinkiewicz. Moving it ahead. Flips it around. Dominic to Lord. Lord on the backhand. Flips it to the front of the net. McPhail, a glove save as Wilson is dumped in front of the net. Face-off will come back to the right of McPhail.
To the audience out there, since we don't have a camera on us,
It's a good thing we don't.
I'm finally encouraging Tom to dance to the music that's being played. This is a big win for me.
Back in the day, I actually did used to dance a lot more to the music. but, disco era and all that. PD setting it up in the zone here, trying to make something happen in the slot. Johnson to the line, not out. Nice keep of the line by Razilov. Time ticking down, but here's a jam play side of the net. Save made McPhail. Oh, the rebound jam just wide of the far post. Oh, that didn't miss by much. So close for PD, but out of the box is Maye. Puck not out of danger, though. There's a shot. They score! It won't count as a power play goal, but PD capitalizes. 1 minute, 15 seconds into the third period. They retake the lead. It's 3-2.
It's always good to get a goal, but it is especially good to get a goal when you are tied and coming out of an intermission. Set the tone and set the tone early.
Well, I love seeing the goal in the first minute or two of a period, no matter how you get it. And as I mentioned, this goal, 1:15 in, is going to be an even strength marker. Comes on the tail end of the power play, but Alexander Legkov has his 21st goal of the season. And the other thing I like, Joanne, the big scorers are the big scorers tonight. Patrick Smarcinkevics, number 19. Lord, his 19th of the season. Legkov, his 21st of the season. The goal scorers are the ones who are pitching in right now, and you need those guys to be big.
And you've heard Coach Gary say before, this is how he specifically said it. You need your horses to be horses. And our horses are horsying, if that's even a word or a phrase.
It is now. You know what? There's going to be some horsying here. Those of you who have...
yes, in the Western theme.
Yes, in the Western theme especially, but we had a little bit of barrel racing going on there in the intermissions as well, as that one is thrown in and hung on to by McPhail in the Athens net. Did you catch that? The inflatable horses in the barrel racing?
Did.
Yes.
There was a really little kid doing it, and it was very adorable.
Yes. So Legkov with the goal. Frolov and Zajac the assists on the goal. Face off just outside the PD line, and Athens will boot that ahead. Garcia. But it's turned over in space, and now it ends up back with Virgili. Walker going to go all the way behind his own net, try to feed it around the right side. PD up on the forecheck here. This is the other thing I want to see more of out of PD, is aggressive on the forecheck, pursuing those loose pucks, trying to win those battles on the wall. As it's flung down the ice, it'll roll wide of the net, but they wave off icing for whatever reason. I don't know what icing is anyway, so.
We've established that early.
Yeah, and often. Puck ends up back in the near side corner of the PD end. A chance in front. Kuna, point blank save on Johnson. Rebound jammed away. Virgili denied by the left pad. And now Frolov in space flips it along left wing. Zajac trying to kick it out of the zone. Can't. That one a shot deflected into the netting. Nice stick by Frolov there to front that puck. And Picard can only watch it sail out of play. 2:14 into the third. PD back in front, 3-2. That was the other thing we talked about, Joe, in the intermission, about coming out. You've got that momentum off the power play. And again, no, they didn't score in the power play, but a couple of seconds after it expires, they keep that momentum going their way.
Momentum is something that I think a lot of people don't give enough credit. It's huge.
Everybody has a different take on momentum.
They do.
Some people will tell you it doesn't matter at all in the sports community. It doesn't matter, period to period, game to game, inning to inning, whatever, quarter to quarter. But I happen to think it does.
I think those people are lying to themselves when they say it doesn't matter.
Those are the people who don't have the momentum.
Exactly.
They're like, no, momentum doesn't matter.
Those are like the people that say the fun is not in the winning. That's usually because they're losing.
Puck set down the ice by Athens. That will not be icing. And now, oh boy, Zajac almost went flying over Milan, who lost an edge there. Left-siders Lord at the line, pulls it in onside. Zajac into the left wing corner after it. Sends it around behind the net. Maye pressured up the far side. Milan trying to clear it out. Hit a bunch of bodies. Glukariev ends up with it. Couldn't cut through the D, though. Turned over. In out quickly back Zajac, but his mates are calling for a change. He'll go left-siders. Patrick Smarcinkevics dangles in. Wrist shot and a glove save. McPhail. He'll hang on to that one for a face-off to his right. And we got to do this all again tomorrow night at 7:15. Same two teams. And that game fast approaching a sellout on Military Appreciation Night. Going to be absolutely packed in here. Good crowd here tonight, by the way, but tomorrow, looking forward to that one. It's a good thing everybody wore their 10-gallon hat tonight, though, Joe. There'll be no place to put it tomorrow.
Very true.
Wilson after the puck in behind the Athens net. Rock Lobsters able to clear it to center. And that one is taken away. Pop-off now turned over into space. Athens on it. Wilson bumps his man off the puck. And on the right side, back comes Legkov. Legkov in over the line with a backhand feed across into Wilson off the side of the net. What a great feed there by Dominic Marcinkiewicz. Wilson with the tip on goal. And boy, that one just so close to making it a 4-2 lead. But PD on the regroup here, and you can feel it. They have the momentum. Right side, here's Wilson in from the wing. A shot, McPhail. Awkward save, but he flops on it and hangs on.
One thing you will always see from Wilson is hustle. I know that's a word we use a lot. His name and that word are usually in the same sentence. But anytime, if you're ever around practice, he's normally one of the last guys off the ice. He's definitely a captain that leads by example.
It's nice to see, but there are a lot of hard work guys, a lot of lunch pail guys. Wilson's always one of the last guys off the ice after practice, and he's just one of the most buoyant individuals I have come across. Him and Zajac. Zajac's always in a great mood. Long shot in on goal, save McPhail. That one is swatted away to the wall, but you need those guys out there. And they do lead by example, whether or not they have a letter on their sweater or not. Right side, here's Gullo. Cutting to the side of the net. In front with a shot. Save McPhail as Gullo goes flying across the goal mouth. But right now, you can feel PD hustling. It's almost like the IceCats can feel it, Joe. Like they are just so close to getting another one here. And if you make it a 2-goal lead, that feels like a whole different hockey game.
It does. But you don't want to let that feeling get ahead of you. Because right now, it's only a 1 score. It doesn't matter if you're close to getting a second goal. And even if you aren't close to getting a second goal, you've got to keep the same mentality of playing tough for the rest of the 15 and 42 left.
Draw one back with a shot tipped to the glass there. And Athens just trying to move this puck out to center. Still can't do it. Tied up on the wall. Kept in right side. A long shot in and a blocker save McPhail. And now it's bounced to center. Johnson on it. He'll get it ahead. Milan cutting to his left. In with a wrist shot. Oh, boy, it leaked through Kuhn, but went wide of the near post. Milan on the near side. And the crowd's starting to pick up the Kuhn chant when he makes a save. On the near side, tied up and unable to get a shot away. Nice job by Lord there as he really wrapped up Walker. Centering attempt goes out the other side, and it's backhanded along to center. And now here's, oh, boy, just getting a piece of it. Maye prevented a breakaway. Back the other way. Here's Maye coming in, try to put it in front. Milan will fling it around to the near side. Virgili trying to pick up that puck. Wilson over on him, and it's turned over to Lord. Lord flips a pass through. Patrick Marcinkiewicz will back off and let Wilson go after the roller. Up top, Marcinkiewicz trying to get back to it, and he took a stick in the mouth from Milan. No call. Up on the left side, Shinkarik up on the forecheck. It's Della Savita trying to play it around the far side. Puck tied up in the far corner. Wilson looking to move that one along. Dumas over there. Puck to the left point, held in up top. Shot is blocked away to the near corner. Picard will swat it around right point. And that one right across the goal mouth again. Athens is sending pucks through, but there's nobody there to receive them. So good job keeping players away from the front of the net by the PD defense. McPhail out to chop it around in the Athens end. Glukariev out to center. Dumas into the right wing. Carries it wide. Centering attempt. Now a feed on the back door. Hit the outside of the net. Again, a puck that goes all the way through the crease. Now, mind you, you'd probably like to see Kuhn try to start to block some of those. But, again, nobody there for a point-blank chance. That one goes across, and Picard has chased to the left side. Right point. Kolatarsi sends it down low, jam behind the net. Shinkarik all the way down from the point, can't get to it. And now Shinkarik delivers a little chop there, and that enables that puck to be sent down the ice. A little bit of stick work picking up here in the third. Athens trying to push back in. Miguel Diaz on the loose puck, and he'll just send it back to center. That one under the stick of Kolatarsi forces McPhail to come out and play it away. Neely deflecting it to center. Van Durken runs into a check there. Puck pops into the PD bench. That'll get us a whistle and a break. 6:51 gone here in the third. 3-2 IceCats in the lead. Back with more in a moment. Third period action brought to you by Pepsi. This is IceCats Hockey.
You're watching the IceCats Broadcast Network.
McLeod Health is committed to helping you obtain a healthy lifestyle and improve your overall health. Medically trained in the areas of fitness and nutrition, we can help you reduce your risk for certain diseases and live a long, healthy life through fitness and wellness programs, community health education, and 2 medically based wellness centers. McLeod Health is with you on your journey to better health. Discover a new you at McLeod Health and Fitness Centers.
Get ready to savor the flavors of our long-standing family recipes bursting with authenticity and love. Indulge in the vibrant colors and aromas that create a fiesta for your senses with every bite. Your journey through our menu is a delicious adventure guided by tradition and the freshest ingredients Mother Earth has to offer. Come join us at 842 Woody Jones Boulevard in Florence. Order online at margaritasmexicanrestaurants.com. Margaritas. Experience the love in every bite.
And we are back here on IceCats Hockey. Joe, IceCats Hockey, who's bringing it to us?
Well, the official thirst quencher is Gatorade. The official energy drink is Celsius. The official water is Propel Water. The official medical provider is MUSC. And the official workout facility is McLeod Fitness Center.
All fine sponsors, as we have an icing call here, all fine sponsors of IceCats Hockey. We thank each and every single one of them for making it possible for us to talk to you. Of course, Cumulus Radio is our official broadcast partner. So on the radio side, want to say hi. Not only are we on here in Florence, but also Myrtle Beach and in North Charleston as well. Occasionally, we're even on in Columbia. So we are statewide on Cumulus Radio.
Hello, my fellow South Carolinians.
There you go. Hi, everybody. Face-off coming up to the right of the Athens goal. And, of course, you can always catch us on YouTube at PD IceCats. Go ahead and give us a like, a follow, a subscribe if you're over there. You can see such cool features as A Pro with Joe.
And the PD Cats Insider.
That's right, PD IceCats Insider. The puck cleared down the ice. That is usually Gary making fun of me.
Wait, the smelling salts.
Oh.
Okay,
Yeah.
If you have not seen the PD IceCats Insider, you simply need to go watch it.
My eyes are burning thinking about it.
Just to see the reaction of Tom with these new smelling salts that apparently the team has.
Those are awful. I don't know why guys would ever do that. Even when I played, I did not do that. I never understood the point. Shot coming in, off a body, goes wide. PD trying to go to pressure in the offensive zone. Sent down low, and right now the IceCats doing a nice job here, working it around in the offensive end, down for the right point. Bedard attacking, trying to keep that play alive, and he does. Good hustle play right now here. And now a penalty drawn, and, well, who's this one going to go against? It's going to be an elbowing call against, I believe that's Garcia, who is extremely upset. But Athens is going to be shorthanded, and that is Garcia going into the box. Boy, he is not happy.
And it doesn't make it any more fun when you have young IceCats fans coming up to your penalty box.
I kind of love that.
As we've seen, they teach them well around here. We see a lot of little kids learning the etiquette of being at a hockey game.
This is Chick-fil-A power play number 4. IceCats 0 for 3, but boy, what a time to convert here if they can pull it off. It's cleared down the ice. Milan's out there sniffing for a shorthanded breakaway. The puck nowhere near him, and now ahead, here comes Patrick Marcinkiewicz in over the line to the right side, Houston Wilson. Swings it up top, cutting to his right. Lord with a shot off a shin pad, kicks it on goal. They jam away, and it's held on to by McPhail. Boy, oh boy, that puck caromed around. McPhail couldn't find it right away. And some exciting moments right there. Dicey, I dare say. So close for PD.
Like we've said before, McPhail is a hard one to get past.
And he had to be quick to react to that one on the deflection.
Very ironic last name for him to have McPhail.
Not mixed success.
Yeah.
Puck around to the right side. Marcinkiewicz feeding it down low. He'll get it back on the right wing. There's a shot off the outside of the post. It goes out of play. Actually, might have glanced off the crossbar and goes out of play on the near side here. I can just feel it right now, Joe. I feel that they're just so close. There's got to be a goal in the pipeline here.
Well, you spoke one into existence earlier, so do it again.
Yeah, I'm kind of feeling that now. Trevor Lord trying to make sure that, I think the fan might have got hit by that puck there on the near side, just making sure that medical attention is on the way over there. Always got to pay attention. Head on a swivel, fans. When that puck's in play, do not respond to the text. It can wait. Puck comes around to the near side. Virgili and turned over Wilson, but slapped down the ice there on a second attempt at the clear. Rolls away from Kuhn into the corner. He'll tee it up. 1:03 to go on the power play and counting. Della Savita leaving it there on the left side. Here's Patrick's Marcinkiewicz through center. In over the line, left wing, leaves it for Dominic's. Back to Patrick's left side corner, into the slot. Wilson pokes it on goal. McPhail the save, and they'll hang on.
They are knocking on the back door of a goal. This is when we need the crowd to get up.
Yeah. Della Savita having an extended conversation there in front of the net with Johansson. They're still talking as they're going to their respective benches. Face off to the right of McPhail. Side chick in for the draw as PD changes up the power play unit here. And it's fed towards the point, kept in on the right side here. Frolov, Legkov out there as well. Puck up top. Oh, that one rolled away from Razilov. McGill Diaz will feed it back over. Razilov backs up all the way into his own end. 30 seconds to go in the man advantage. Now he'll start it ahead. Onto the left wing. Here's Legkov. Legkov in over the line. Cutting through the blue line. Still has it. Right side feeds it into the corner. Puck in front. Back door. Oh, just off the stick. Boy, what a great chance that would have been had that puck just settled down for McGill Diaz. Razilov from the point. A shot. Hit a body in front. Ends up in the near corner. Left point, McGill Diaz over Razilov. Lets it go, and that one blocked by Lowell. Around to the right side. It goes power play time, ticking down. Fed into the slot. Neely will come up with the puck. Out of the box is Garcia. As it's played ahead, and Shinkarik in with a wrister. Off McGill Diaz to the far side. As we approach the halfway mark of period number 3, brought to you by Pepsi, it's 3-2, IceCats in the lead. Bouncing puck in the slot, chopped away. Nice stick by Razilov to the line, not out. There's a shot. Maye ripped wide on the blocker side, and it'll clear itself out to center. PD to the change. Johnson in on the wing, try to flick it in front of the net. It ends up behind. Centering attempt, and that one is turned out by Gullo. A bank all the way down. McPhail comes way out to play it. Ahead to Van Durken at the far blue line. Johnson trying to work his way in. He's rubbed out. And out, Dominic's Marcinkiewicz gets it across right side. And now Abdella playing it ahead. Fed around behind the net. Marcinkiewicz after it. Side of the net. Ooh, boy, stick lifted there as an attempted shot. He is cleared out to center. And again, PD will dump it back in. They'll try to work on a change here. Turned over, Marcinkiewicz cutting in on goal. Cut down, and no penalty call. The trailing referee was thinking about it. Had his arm halfway up, never put it up for the call. Back comes Athens. Maye trying to put it in front. It ends up at the point. Johansson in with a shot save. And Glukariev is turned aside by the right pad of Kuhn. Now back the other way. Here's Legkov trying to cut through the D, but Wilson follows it up. Quick shot. Blocker save McPhail. Left side, Marcinkiewicz trying to bounce off the reverse check. Wilson all the way up at the blue line. Flicks that one to the glass on the right side. Puck kept into the right wing wall. 8.5 to go here in the third. 3-2 PD in the lead. Stopping at the left point, Legkov to Wilson, side of the net, off the heel of his stick. Maye lobbed that one out back the other way where it's turned right back by Miguel Diaz. Here's Wilson driving in the left wing, cutting it on goal. Oh, he's pulled it. There it is. A penalty coming up. Wilson was absolutely wrapped up and brought down. And a power play coming to PD when we come back. 8:10 to go in the third. 3-2 IceCats. This is PD IceCats hockey.
Hey, grab me one too.
Hey, this is Kendria Robinson, family nurse practitioner at Practical Purpose Solutions. If you are dealing with brain fog, fatigue, lack of energy, not feeling productive at work due to that, or you're having any type of gut health problems, or you're even having a severe cold, book your IV hydration therapy service with Practical Purpose Solutions at practicalpurposesolutions.com, or you can call 843-799-2210. We look forward to serving you. You have the problem and we have the solution.
Back here on IceCats hockey, Tom Callahan, Joanne Bethay here with you. 8:10 to go in the third. A huge power play coming up once again for the IceCats. This is their second of the period, fifth overall. They're 0 for 4. Boy, Joe, this one feels pretty critical because, as I've said, I felt like for the last couple of minutes, PD was on the brink of maybe making it a 4-2 game, stretching that lead out to 2 goals. Haven't done it yet, though, and that's dangerous to let Athens hang around.
Yeah, it's a big difference when you're up by 2 goals versus 1, especially with 8 minutes left in play. And it's really important to take advantage of these opportunities. Like you said, they were really close the last time, but what's the saying? Close only counts in horseshoe and hand grenades. So they need to take advantage of this opportunity.
That is correct. And I will say this. I love that it was a penalty drawn by effort. I mean, you could feel Houston Wilson wants it right now. He is trying all by himself to will this game into the win column. And like you said, he leads by example.
He does.
You cited that earlier, how hard he works. And PD will start with a draw win, but it scoots right out of the zone. Chick-fil-A power play number 5. They're 0 for 4. Della Civita will back up all the way behind his own net. And this time he will carry it out. Move it ahead to Wilson. Wilson at center, lost it. Athens trying to turn it back in. Here's Lowell in on the right side, but it just rolled away from him as well. So once again, Della Civita will reset it. Marcinkiewicz will take it right side. Patrick's Marcinkiewicz moving it ahead. Little flip onto the wing, but that did not get all the way through. And again, it's turned over to Athens. Back comes Neely in with a backhand try, shorthanded. That one is stopped by Kuhn. Shinkarik on the puck, feeds it up top. Milan with a drive, and that's blocked away in front. Went off the shaft of Dominik's Marcinkiewicz's stick. Patricks turns it over in the slot. Shinkarik, backhand feed across. Neely couldn't get to it. And now we get a whistle in behind the play. And as Neely ended up in the net with Kuhn, and I think that was the reason for the whistle there. But that gives PD a chance to change his power play unit, and probably a good thing because twice they could not get the puck into the Athens end. And Gary Graham talks about this, PD head coach. He said sometimes you just got to throw that puck into the zone and go get it. Athens right now is just lining up across their own blue line and challenging PD to basically try to make it through the gates, and they can't. So you have to throw the puck in and go get it. Face-off one back just outside. They move the face-off outside the PD blue line. So the IceCats here with a minute left on the power play. Here comes Legkov. On to the right side, Zajic looking for Legkov back. Puck at the side of the net. McPhail will take matters into his own hands and send it down the ice. Kuhn wanders out into the corner. Protects it. Plays it up the near boards, but it's turned over. Johnson to the point. And looking for a tip on the back door. Milan can't get to it. He's pinned up on the wall, puck pulled out of his skates, but PD having a hard time here moving it ahead. Zajic getting it through, and now here comes Frolov, leaving it off to Legkov. Cross ice feed. Zajic steps into a drive, and McPhail to his left makes the save. No rebound.
I mean, the effort is there. It's not that the shots aren't being taken, because I know that's a complaint we had earlier in the season. So the shots are there. It's just really hard to get them past McPhail.
Faceoff will be to his left.
We're about 3-1 right now. 31 us, 11 shots them.
Hoping that perhaps PD's got a goal in here. There's a shot tipped in front. Oh, big rebound up the slot is cleared out by Glukariev. It'll be left behind for Bedard, who swings out the right side. Bedard with speed gets it ahead. Marcinkiewicz on the left side. That's Patrick's into the corner. Time ticking down on the power play. On the left side, Dominics cuts it off. His off-angle chance save McPhail. Rebound cleared to the line. Bedard caught by Johansson from behind, and that allows the puck to center. Kick down the ice. Glukariev up after it. Collision in the far corner. Bedard trying to kick it up the wall. Johnson arriving. His cross-ice pass tipped onto the right wing side. Shinkarik backing all the way up to the right point. He'll feed it down low. 5:45 and counting to go into third. We get a whistle and a penalty coming up. It's going to be a cross-checking call. And this is going to put PD shorthanded. So now 1 for 4 on the power play. Athens will get chance number 5. Well, you had to figure that pendulum was going to go back the other way, and it's Charlie Bedard who has to sit 2 for the cross-check.
I'm almost excited that they're going to be shorthanded, just knowing how these guys play when they're in that situation.
Well, they do have a shorthanded goal tonight. Patrick Marcinkiewicz with that goal. That opened the scoring here in this one, and PD does lead the league now up to 11 shorthanded goals on the year. Bedard in the box for cross-checking at 14-16. Back onto the Bluefish IT Solutions penalty kill. Now, what I will say is they did give up a power play goal earlier as well, so I guess they're even when it comes to the penalty kill tonight, which is more than most teams can say as they clear one down here. But at this point, and from this point forward, they better be very aware of trying to stay out of the box. Get through this kill, but then they got to stay out of the box. Shinkarik tried to play it around, cleared around onto the near side. Milan able to keep it. Right half wall, Shinkarik. Backs up to the right point. Into the slot for Milan. Poked away from him. Gets across and a right pad save. Kuhn on a chance there from Neely. Neely to the dot. Backdoor feed. That one is deflected. Nice stick by Miguel Diaz. Right point. Shinkarik keeps it in. Swings it far side. Top of the circle. Neely into the slot. Karam's Milan up top. Shinkarik tried to put that one in, and they score from the slot. Van Durken. The shot that was fanned on didn't do much, but it ended up on the stick of Van Durken, who just a spinorama shot from between the hash marks. A power play goal with 4:38 to go, and this game is once again tied.
I take it back. I'm not excited.
I don't blame you. The crowd decidedly not excited about that one. I know Bedard was not excited about the call. But you just can't keep giving Athens chances. Van Durkens has got a second of the night. So Shinkarik and Milan with the assists. Well, let's see who picks up the momentum after the goal here. Athens steps into the PD end of things. Glukariev, chance up top. Kuhn, the save of the right post on Virgili and tight. Virgili around behind the net. Johnson slaps it towards the right point, but that one eludes Johansson and goes down the ice. Lord watching him on the forecheck. Pass back up onto the right wing. Johnson cutting into the slot with a wrist shot. Kuhn, a glove save, and he'll hang on. That'll get us a whistle and our final break of this Pepsi third period. 3:54 to go in the third. We're tied at 3. More coming your way on IceCats Hockey.
You're watching the IceCats Broadcast Network.
Known for his integrity, attention to detail, and client-first approach, Sean Austin builds lasting relationships based on trust and results. Whether you're a first-time homebuyer, a seasoned investor, or looking to sell your current home, Sean combines local expertise with strong negotiation skills to deliver a seamless experience from start to finish. Austin and Associates at RE/MAX Professionals. Your next address is just a slap shot away. Go IceCats!
Driving a new car from Hertz might drive your real car crazy.
Nice car. Looks new.
Thanks, Tom Brady.
Have a fling with our newest fleet yet.
You'll miss your new car smell.
Rent now at Hertz.com.
And we are back with 3:54 to go. And Joanne, I think what we have to now start calling regulation time. Tied at 3 here, late in the third period. We're in a critical stretch right now. Hopefully, PD's got another one in there somewhere before we get to overtime. Shinkarik at the right point, keeping it in for Athens. Puck ends up into the slot. A shot. Van Durken hit the goalpost. He was looking for the hat trick there. Oh, my goodness. Back up the right side. Bedard takes a hit, gets the puck in. Shinkarik back after it. Played around the far side. Van Durken moving it ahead. Trying to cut in. He's feeling it himself tonight. Trying to get one to go here. And right now it is Athens with the momentum. Neely on the wing, but is poked away. And now to center Frolov. Frolov in over the line, cutting to his right. Frolov looking up top. Tried to spin back with it, lost it. Puck carries on behind the net. A backhand wraparound right through the crease out the other side. Lowell will just get it out for Athens ahead to Neely. Neely cutting into the right wing side. He's forced over to the glass. Tried to center, but there's nobody there for it. Legkov will pick it up. Alexander Legkov off the dasher to himself, driving up the right wing side. Trouble with a rolling puck as it scoots away into the corner. Virgili gets it out over the blue line. Turned over to Wilson at center. Wilson tried to push it back, and now instead it's Johnson up for Athens. Trying to drive towards the net. Cross ice feed, a shot, and they score. Down from the right point. Crashing down low. Walker with the goal with 2:28 to go here in the third, and Athens retakes the lead. It's 4-3.
Walker's definitely not the guy that you would expect to be showing up in that moment, considering that this season he only has 2 goals, but
that's a big one right there.
yes.
And I will say this, Athens, when they feel that, when they're trying to sniff for that tying goal, that go-ahead goal, they'll crash, they'll pressure, they make it happen. That's what Walker did right there. Virgili and Johnson the assist, back on the right side. There's a chance, and a blocker save, McPhail. And it's turned back to center by Athens. They'll come into the right side. Puck pushed into the corner. Wrapped up as it goes around behind the net. Lord on the near wall. They'll bank that one out and down. And now with under 2 minutes to go in regulation, Joe, we're going to keep an eye on Kuhn to potentially be coming out of the PD net here anytime. Here's Wilson up the left wing side. Dancing down the wing, try to spin a Rama move. Puck fed to the left point. And now Abdella feeding it on the wall. Left off, Legkov. Kuhn creeping, but not out yet. Kept in at the right point by Bedard. He'll bounce one low. There goes Kuhn to the bench. Extra man coming out. A chance in front. Oh, boy, an open net there. And what a defensive play down low by Dumas, who took a chance away from Legkov. Here's Wilson to his right with a rolling puck. Settles, feeds it up top, and no shot coming. Athens able to clear it out. Just bodies flying everywhere. Abdella will send it back across. Bedard onto the left wing. Here comes Dominic Marcinkiewicz. Net is empty. 6-on-5. Wilson around the rim to the right side corner. Walker hoping to hang on to be the hero here. Puck to the right point. Good keep by Bedard. Right side corner. Marcinkiewicz tied up, trying to wiggle free. Neely looking to clear. It's fed down towards the empty net, just wide. This will be icing. And with 33 and a half seconds to go, I imagine PD is going to take its timeout right here.
And you know they have to be saying a thank you prayer for the fact that that long shot didn't go in the net there.
Boy, that one was close. But right now, for PD, Gary Graham's got the whiteboard out. I have to imagine they are going to call the timeout, and they do. At this point, Joe, I mean, it all starts with a draw win, right? You've got to win this face-off, start with possession, and go from there. And that means if you need to throw 2-3 guys into that circle and try to come out with that puck, it's all about the effort right now. It's got to start there. Then you can worry about the rest of it.
Yeah, and that's one thing that you really have to give this team, no matter what the outcome is. The effort has been there the whole game, and I know that's something that Coach Gary has really preached to them, is playing a full 60 minutes of hockey. And even though some things didn't go their way, I feel like the effort has been there for the entire game.
Can you turn a cowboy hat into a rally hat?
That would be really hard, considering it probably wouldn't sit upside down on my head. But I will never say no. I will always try. Just for you, Tom.
I will say, I'm just kind of looking around to see if anybody has attempted that. And they have not here on Western night.
If it was a cheap cowboy hat, maybe where you could like turn it in, like push it into itself.
But definitely not with that one you have.
No. She's a bougie hat. Which Kevin was picking on me about. I said, I'm not normally bougie. And he said, yes, you are. Not Boggs, the other Kevin.
Kevin Kupia.
Yes.
President here of the PD IceCats. Well, let's see. Timeout's over. And they do start with a draw when they burn the extra man, get in there. Here's Patrick Marcinkiewicz in the slot over one time. And a save by McPhail. A glove stop there going to his left. And now they get another opportunity to win a draw. That play was drawn up pretty well. Legkov had a great chance from the far dot.
And that's the right guy to also go to. He's the leading scorer on this team. And so if usually anybody's going to put puck in net, it's him.
26.2 seconds to go. Net is empty for PD. Puck is shoved out. And now a race back all the way into the IceCat zone. However, Patrick Marcinkiewicz gets there first. Swept ahead. Now Marcinkiewicz in left side. Lord, a shot, and that one off the knob of the stick of McPhail and out of play. Oh, he got that one with his horseshoe.
It just almost seems like the goalie gods are in his favor tonight.
And Lord knows it, too. He had him beat. He had him beat to the top corner, short side, and it just went off the shaft of the stick. So another face-off with 12.2 to go. Everybody jumping a little early on that one. Zajac is going to try to pull this back. Whoop, nope, everybody jumped again. They see who they're going to toss out, if anybody, or if they're going to let them try it one more time. And they're going to throw Lowell out of the face-off. Lowell's upset. Zajac stays. Shinkarik in to take the face-off. And he wins it back into the corner. Maye just going to try to pin it there and run the clock. 7 seconds. 6. Puck to the left point. Marcinkiewicz threads it through. Save made. Rebound on the wraparound up the slot to the line. Marcinkiewicz. It's blocked. And the clock expires. Unfortunately for PD, they run out of time, throwing everything they possibly can at Athens in the final moments. But, Joe, that's a tough one to lose for PD tonight. 4-3. Athens rallies in the third period to claim the victory.
And you can see it, especially if you look at Houston Wilson right now, because we mentioned how much he gave in this game. But hopefully they use this frustration in tomorrow night's match.
Well, these two teams will indeed rematch again tomorrow night as PD to center to thank the fans for coming out here tonight. And we are going to shift it on into postgame show mode. Gorget Distilling is the sponsor of our postgame show, and in that postgame show, we'll give you a scoring wrap-up, a final look back at the out-of-town scoreboard, and our final analysis on this one as we wrap it up. It's a 4-3 win tonight for the Athens Rock Lobsters over your PD IceCats. Stay tuned. There's more coming your way. This is IceCats Hockey.
You're watching the IceCats Broadcast Network.
At the Law Office of W. James Hoffmeyer, we strive to help our clients in whatever situation they are facing. Whether you need help with criminal law, personal injury, or family law, our hard-working team will assist you throughout the process with compassion and integrity. Our goal is to always provide our clients with outstanding representation and advocacy throughout their case. The Law Office of W. James Hoffmeyer, serving South Carolina since 1992.
With over 74 years of combined experience, Hometown Floor Coverings is the PD's flooring experts with attention to detail and professionalism. Whether it's commercial or residential, our installers are very reputable and trustworthy. Contact us today for free estimates. Hometown Floor Coverings, the flooring installers you can trust. Bring new life to your home.
In today's world, first impressions matter. Step into a realm of sophistication at Butler's Fine Men's Clothing. From timeless tuxedos and elegant suits to refined sportswear, Butler's offers a collection that defines class and confidence. Embrace the tradition, experience the luxury, and stand out with style. Butler's Fine Men's Clothing, where every stitch speaks volumes.
In Hawaiian culture, food is more than just a meal. It's how we show love, connect with one another, and carry on tradition. At Aloha Kitchen, our mission is to share that with everyone who walks in our doors. Our dishes serve the bold flavors of Hawaiian food and the true spirit of aloha. Where Southern hospitality meets Hawaiian aloha, that's Aloha Kitchen.
You're watching the IceCats Broadcast Network.
And we are back here in the Gorget Distilling post-game show. We're going to take a quick break, 10 seconds along the network for station identification. Tom Callahan, Joanne Bethay here with you in the post-game show, brought to you by Gorget Distilling. And, Joe, just a tough one, right? All the way around for this team. Disappointing. You have the lead late in the third period, and then you give up not only the tying but the game-winning goal. And Athens, the one word that comes to mind with this Rock Lobsters team is just relentless. They do not quit.
Yeah, they're a hard team because you have to give 110% the entire 60 minutes, and you can't let up. So it's all gas, no brakes. And watching the team really give that effort, like watching Lord and Wilson and the twins just look like they were giving it their all the whole entire game and still come up short, it can be disheartening. But what I really hope to see is that they take this frustration and use it for tomorrow's play.
Well, let's go over the scoring for you in this one, because back in the first period, just 1:37 in, actually PD started the game shorthanded as there was a warm-up violation, so you have to be off the ice when the horn sounds in warm-ups. If you're not, it's a 2-minute minor penalty. And so that was what the team ended up starting the game with, shorthanded for 2 minutes. However, Patrick Marcinkiewicz scores a shorthanded goal, his 19th goal of the season from Zajac and Abdella. And it is the league-leading 11th shorthanded goal for the PD IceCats. Made it 1-0 at that point, and it was 1-0 after one. But you're going to see a pattern here, Joe. 2 goals in a row by Athens. So it goes from 1-0 PD to 2-1 Athens. Van Durken scores his first of the night from Maye at 6:33, an even-strength goal. Then Carter Shinkarik, a power play goal at 8:12 from Neely and Lowell. And it's now 2-1 Athens. Back comes Trevor Lord with a goal, not a power play marker, but just after the, or actually that's Legkov's goal. We'll get to that. Lord with a goal Wrist shot from up top, his 19th of the year from Gullo and Abdella, an even strength goal. So we finished the period tied at 2. And then PD gets into the lead, 1:15 in. This is Legkov's goal that comes just after the expiration of a power play. Frolov and Zajic on the assist. It's 3-2. But again, Athens scores twice in quick succession within about 2 minutes of each other. And again, it's Van Durken who gets them going. Power play goal from Milan and Shinkarik. And then at 17:32, Walker makes the difference in this one. Virgili and Johnson the assists. And then tries they might goaltender out. PD could not find a way to tie this game up, and they end up on the short end of a 4-3 decision here this evening. What do you take out of this, Joanne? When you look at, you start well, then you give up the lead, then you fight back to take the lead, and then, of course, you give up the lead again late. I mean, it's a little bit of good news, bad news.
I feel like there are a lot of silver linings in this game in the sense that we were taking a lot of shots. I mean, I don't know how accurate this is, but just looking at our scoreboard, we took 34, they took 15. We also were giving a lot of effort.
So, and I think that is, I apologize, that's my microphone over there just bouncing around. Sounds like it's in the back of a pickup truck.
The pickup truck for the Western Night.
Yes, it is Western Night here. And so they have amended some of the shot totals, actually, just as I refresh the sheet. So I have to give you revised totals all the way back to the first period. Shot totals for the game for Athens, just 3 in the first, so it went up from 2 to 3. But then 11 in the second, 11 in the third for 25 total in the game. And then for PD, 13, 15 in the second period, and 16 in the third, 44 shots on goal. So they had their chances, but just were unable to convert. Both teams, by the way, had 5 power plays in total. The IceCats go 0 for 5, and the Rock Lobsters 1 for 5. So, Joe, they had plenty of shots. They had plenty of chances tonight. I mean, McPhail made some big-time saves, but it just felt like it was so close to just really a couple of times I thought, hey, this is where PD makes it 4-2, and it just never quite materialized.
And we saw that a lot in the power play situations where they came so close to getting a goal and then didn't. And I unfortunately think that's kind of been what happens when we play this team. I think because the PD IceCats, we have some talented players, some talented guys on the ice, but I think sometimes when they try to play up to someone's level instead of just playing at their game, it can make it very difficult.
So 4-3, Athens with the win here tonight. We'll take a break. When we come back, we'll wrap it up with a look back at the out-of-town scoreboard, and we're going to talk about tomorrow night's military appreciation game, so stay tuned. There's more coming your way. 4-3, Athens wins it here tonight. This is IceCats Hockey.
The Florence Stampede and Pro Rodeo is riding back into the Florence Center for 2 unforgettable nights of high-energy, family-friendly excitement on February 6th and 7th. Feel the adrenaline with heart-pounding action, including calf roping, barrel racing, saddle bronc riding, wild Branham bull riding, and so much more. Whether you're a lifelong rodeo fan or a first-timer, this is the wildest show in town. Tickets are available, so grab yours now at florencecenter.com.
From home entertainment to the technology that keeps your world connected and secure, at PHT Audio Video and Security, we don't stop at residential solutions. Our team designs and installs professional commercial systems built for performance and reliability. Secure what matters with advanced security systems and stay protected day or night with powerful camera systems engineered for clarity. No matter the need, expertly installed and perfectly integrated.
Hey, this is Kendria Robinson, family nurse practitioner at Practical Purpose Solutions. If you are dealing with brain fog, fatigue, lack of energy, not feeling productive at work due to that, or you're having any type of gut health problems, or you're even having a severe cold, book your IV hydration therapy service with Practical Purpose Solutions at practicalpurposesolutions.com, or you can call 843-799-2210. We look forward to serving you. You have the problem and we have the solution.
Hey, grab me one too.
Back here in the Gorget Distilling. I had to learn how to say that tonight. I've been saying it Gorget for a while, Joe. It's Gorget Distilling. Post-game show. Tom Callahan, Joanne Bethea, had to learn how to say that too. Had to learn how to say IceCats win, but not tonight. 4-3, Athens ends up with the victory. Let's take a quick look back at the out-of-town scoreboard before we wrap things up tonight. Binghamton 8-0 winners over Watertown here this evening. And, I mean, Binghamton just continues to be the class of the Empire. Hat-tricks 3-2 winners over the Prowlers tonight. Early in the third period, Twin City and Blue Ridge are tied up at 3. Of course, that's a game we're keeping an eye on. And Columbus 3-2 leading Indiana. That one late in the third period. Topeka 2-0 up on the Zydeco in the second. And 3-3 Moccasins and Breakers. That one early in the third period. NHL for you. Game still going on right now. Lightning and Blues tied up at 2, as are the Preds and the Avalanche. A couple of finals from earlier. Red Wings double up the Sharks 4-2. And the Hurricanes 9-1 over the Florida Panthers. 10:30 start tonight. If you want some late NHL action, Ducks and Kings getting it underway at the bottom of the hour. These same two teams are going back at it again tomorrow night right here on the same sheet of ice at Florence Center. Anticipating, Joe, potentially a sellout here at Florence Center. So hopefully a big bounce-back game in
Yeah,
order.
it's going to be a really exciting environment like we mentioned all game long. There's lots of fun things going on. Jersey auction, special military jersey auction. I know I keep mentioning $5 beer. I think that'll be a lot of people's favorites. Hopefully it'll bring a good atmosphere.
Absolutely. We're looking forward to that and looking forward to having everybody down here. Now, all of that said, if you're listening on your way home, perhaps you're catching the post-game show on the radio, probably would tell you get here earlier than you normally do tomorrow.
Yes, I feel like it's going to be almost double the people we're normally used to.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it would be nice. It would be incredible, actually, if it were the first sellout in IceCats history. Now, certainly, previously, I know this building has been sold out for hockey in the past, but, you know, it's our first season. We're seeing our crowds grow and grow and grow, and tomorrow night could set another big-time attendance record. So I can't wait. I can't wait to see this place packed. I think it's going to be awesome.
It's going to be really fun.
Yes. So something for us to look forward to. Unfortunately, on the short end of the stick tonight, 4-3 is your final for the PD IceCats as they lose to the Athens Rock Lobsters. But, hey, you know what? The best part about it is you get a chance to go right back at them next night.
And I think the big factor right now is power play because they scored on a power play and we didn't. And when you lose by one goal, it's things like that that make a difference because if we could, either have gotten a goal or taken that goal back from them, we would have gotten some free hockey and then maybe hopefully come out on top. So I really think that is what needs to be focused on tomorrow is how we perform on power plays, both when we're shorthanded or not.
Well, a shorthanded goal here tonight, and, that's always a plus, but, yeah, you don't want to keep giving Athens chances.
Yep.
So that's for sure. As a matter of fact, Joe, it's funny you said that, and I started thinking to myself, I'm like, wait a minute, Athens scored twice on the power play. They were 2 for 5
they were?
tonight, so
Okay.
I misquoted that earlier. So even more weight to your point.
Yes.
Special teams battles will be key tomorrow night. All right, everybody. Well, we appreciate you tuning us in, whether it's on the Cumulus radio side or, of course, on YouTube. We'll talk to you again tomorrow night, 7 o'clock on the pregame show with a 7:15 puck drop. And again, if you are coming down to the game at Florence Center, give yourself some extra time getting here, getting in the door. It's going to be a huge crowd, an awful lot of fun tomorrow night. So for Joanne Bethea, for my entire broadcast crew and everybody here at Florence Center, one more time, your final score, Athens 4, PD 3. This is Tom Callahan saying good night.